hanging from a thread till you dead, cause your partner put a price on your head, cause your chick was laying up in his bed. She getting details, spilling every word that you said. She working retail, thirsty bitch just trying to get ahead. If history tell us anything, y'all both end up dead. It's just a street tale of fable, some shit someone said. Sit at the table and hope there's more to offer than bread. Pulled out the cradle, first steps you getting chased by a fed. No head starts, just body parts and lead sparks. Old religion, brand new hate and weak hearts. Oligarchs, krakens, dragons, you see sharks. Imagine you could manage to maneuver the deep part. You a savage, you can have it, just show all your teeth sharp. If you could grab it, you could stab it, just aim for the bleeding heart. The ones that show compassion, the soldier that seeks art. Does the artist that wage war take over or take part? Taking a knee, thinking no one faithful is me. I'm good people in bad lands, no evil live within me. I mind mine, I survive, find this lands for the free. If I'm mistaken, I'm forsaken, no one rescuing me. Residual effects, straight bullets through familiar necks. For any number of infractions that I deem disrespect. Your beliefs, you deserve better, but we both in the shit. You just haven't come to grips with it yet. Fight or flight, and they ain't really nowhere to go. If your back is against the wall and you ain't throwing no blows, you gon' crumble in the rubble, become blood in the snow. If you a victim, they collect them, grab the body and go. Dig them and ditch them, total disregard for the soul. Gas them and lit them, watch the flesh burn in the glow. Where we live and catch a shiver, this a hell you don't know. Your best hope is that your dying ain't slow, or your dying's a show. Where we at, it's every man for his own. A bloody backdrop, where killers just zone and slice flesh to the bone. Masked and gloved up front of your home. A flash of gun, but the side of your dome. Fresh blood from a stone, dents in your sense. Kick your fucking ball through the fence. Dare you to say something, no sense in sitting around in suspense. Find out what's next, open your fucking mouth, disrespect. See the extent of how my life is intense. She beautiful and oppressed in a permanent summer dress. She a servant and still she blessed. Children cradled against her breast, whispering prayers, wishing their souls the best, knowing that they forgotten, not forgetting they're blessed. The bloodiest red lights, just piles of dead life. Something must be broken, the glyphs wasn't read right. You think them Bible papers was shed light? Yeah, right. Burn after reading, tell the preacher I'm leaving.
What is poppin', people? Welcome back to Shy L Reacts. I am your host, Shy L, and we are back in the building. Salute to y'all for hanging out with me today on this lovely Wednesday afternoon. Right, let's cut that off. Hope everybody's out there getting that money. Get the money. Salutes. What is poppin', y'all? All right, let's get it. Salutes. Let me get through the chat. Shout out 298 for being first. Shout out Shannon. All right. Salutes to Darkly Noon, Mike Lopez, Velez 408. Salutes to you, sir. Zoraida, Big June. All right. I appreciate y'all. Let's get it. Send mine. Salute everyone in the chat. Salutes to the chat from everybody. Salutes. All right. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in because we are out of pocket right now. 23 concurrent viewers with 9 likes. Let's get it. Your boy put in that work. The least you could do is, you out there getting paid. The least you could do is hit that thumbs up. All right. Hit that thumbs up and we shall get after it. All right. Everybody had a great night. What did we talk about yesterday? We talked about the Con Air. I had a t-shirt on. It's cold though. I had to bring the windows down a little bit. It's winter out here. Again. All right. Hit the like button, y'all. We had a 50% rate. 50% is embarrassing and disrespectful on this channel. All right. Couple things we're going to get through today. We're going to finish up on that Barbie that I didn't get to yesterday, which was perfect. Because yesterday, I would have had to interpret it. Today, they already put up the translated version. So, phew, right, I needed that. Shout out also on the check-in. Hit the like, salutes. Shout out Eddie Jimenez on the check-in. All right. Boom. So yeah, I want to talk about that. I want to talk about this Kimberly Sullivan'S story that just popped up that I just caught it on my feed last night. Like right before bed. It must have been 3:30 in the morning. I see this thing on Instagram and I said, no, I have to talk about this. So we're going to talk about that. Shout out to the Cartel Insider for translating this shit for me and making my life easier. All right, your boy's fed. I'm on my wake and bake. Smoke them if you got them. You know, if you sober, here's a hug from me to you. If you're out there on the road getting money, safe travels. To everybody at their gig, get that money. Right? Get that money. It's yours. All right? You worked for it. You earned it. And, boom. We're going to get into it. All right? First, I wanted to talk about the... excuse me. Miko Trevino article, My Father's Son, Part 1. Amanda, what are we talking about here? What's happening? What are we doing here? Where's that? What's that reference from Fernando Saluz? Oh, let me get this part in. What was the Marlon Brando one? Stella! That was that one. All right, that shit changed acting forever. Salutes. All right, let's get it. We're going to go through this Miko Trevino article quickly. My Father's Son, Part 1. All right. I guess they didn't have a better picture. They used some kind of watercolor looking thing. The crazy lady from yesterday? Bro, I already forgot what we covered yesterday. Salutes. Buen provecho. What the hell did we cover yesterday? We covered the Con Air. We covered Buddy that was in the crib with the rotor. Right? I don't remember. They smoked their Chango Mendes son. They smoked their Chango Mendes son and niece. They decided that'd be a dope story to cover. Who is he? You know I don't know all these guys. Y'all can keep up with all of these guys, man. It's like keeping up with the members of you know, State Property and Dipset and shit. It's a hard job. Keep up with all these names and shit. Here we go. The plant. I don't know if that was her name. I don't remember the plant either. That's how bad it is, dog. That's how much I have to do on a daily basis. I have no clue what the fuck you talking about right now. Barbie's a rat, but he made it happen all by himself. No family ties and rolls up in the ranks. I think y'all give the twins' family ties too much credit. You know what I'm saying? He had ties. I'm sure his family had ties too, dog. But y'all act like these dudes was plugged from the top, man. Listen, their father wasn't a man. Their father was I don't know. But I'll let you have it. Whatever. He got it from the mud. I like how you snuck that in there, though. You didn't name it or whatever. I got you. You did good. But I think y'all give passes. You giving Buddy a pass. He'll rat too. He'll rat. And then here's what's funny.
You never play me. Nice try. Ballin' in a nice spot. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Hello, Mr. Nice Watch.
Yeah,
Jonathan Pantria sent $5 salutes Chi my dude, ill Cartel members, and chat. I hope you have a blessed and grateful Wednesday hump day. Please like and subscribe to the great quality content. It's free and oh so respectful. To any Bartel nut-hugging weak trolls, fuck you.
Very simple. Very simple at the end there. Salutes to JP for the $5 power chat, alright? Alright, JP said. Salute Shy Ill, my dude, Ill Cartel members in chat. I hope you have a blessed and grateful Wednesday, hump day. Please like and subscribe to the great quality content. It's free and also respectful. To any Bartel nut hugging weak trolls, fuck you. There you go. That's it. No mama's way.
No mommy's way.
Yeah. Fernando, you talking about Amy? Amy, boy, it's my girl. The one that sent her sureño after you. Yeah, like, what the fuck? Shai, can you show Barbie's ties to the cartel? Can you show how plugged their dad was? Can you? Since you want to put so much, you know what I'm saying? You're going to tell me that a dude from Texas like this, so he had no plugs, no nothing, no, anybody with some kind of know-how is going to get it, bro. I don't know what you call ties. You know what I'm saying? If their father sold some weed, if that's considered ties, cool, then shit, you cartel too also. You know? You probably from, Barbie's branch. So I don't know what to tell you, dog. But I think you guys, not only do you guys over push the father's connections, you over push their, how can I put it? Y'all make him an angel and shit. Y'all make him an angelito and shit. So I can't fuck with y'all. They said how plugged their father was. And it ain't what everybody said. It ain't that. They said he sold weed. Listen, dog. They had walkers when they were babies, right? They both had brand new walkers, right? When they were real little babies, if you look at the pictures, they had nice little walkers. You would think, damn, y'all had two walkers. You know what I'm saying? He went to jail for 7 years, dog. They went broke. You know what I'm saying? They was busted after that. So I don't know, dog. I think y'all play it like he was sitting next to Chapo grandfather or some shit. Like, I don't know. But that's not what the fuck we're talking about also. I won't hesitate to put you in the bathroom. I see how you did it. You tricked me. It's early. I'm getting high. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to read something. But I see how you did, you did that. You baited me into that. Barbie's a rat, but he made it happen all by himself. You still nut hugging right there and swinging in like a wrecking ball. But it's like, is that what you want to talk about first thing in the morning? All right, if you want to, whatever. I'm just telling you, I think y'all overblow the father's connections. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you're in a crime, if you have anybody in your family that's involved in any type of hustle or whatever, again, they probably connected. They got a tie here, they got a tie that. Their father, I feel like you blow their father up. And I feel like you make it, find where they say he was some big fucking guy, bro. No, he was plugged, that was it. I think y'all blow him the fuck up. So this is what it is. Shout out Bordo on the check-in. The founder of the Familia Michoacana, he was one of the 29 that got brought to the USA. His son was riding around a Lambo and got smoked. That's unfortunate. You get extradited to the US, your son gets smoked. Hit the like button. And let's get to it. All right, let's not let Oso take over the fucking show today with his obsession. Shout out Nathaniel's Adventures. Good evening, Shy Ill. What's happening? Salutes. Growing up in the absence of a father. For most people, a last name is just that, a name. But for Edgar Valdez Jr., his last name carried weight, whispers, and a past he didn't choose. The son of Edgar Valdez Villarreal, better known as La Barbie, Edgar's life was shaped by the shadow of a man who was both absent and ever present. While the world knew his father as a cartel figure, Edgar knew him simply as Dad. But growing up with that name meant navigating a world of judgment, expectations, and a battle to define himself on his own terms. This isn't a story about Barbie, this is Edgar's story. The journey of a son who refused to be written into his father's legacy. Well, I kind of want to call bullshit on that right now because he definitely wants to be written into his father's legacy. Otherwise, he wouldn't be having this fucking conversation and be getting interviewed by anybody. You know what I mean? Diamond District. We need to chill. We need to chill leather jacket. What the hell you talking about, Diamond District? At this point, the kid should be saying he was selling baggies and was set up instead of trying to make them bigger. Well, you talking about these cartel kids? All these cartel kids should just shut their mouth. Aquí disfrutando mi cafecito. Aquí todavía no es mediodía. Yeah, it's early, man. It's early. That's why I'm trying to stay calm, stay cool. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. You know, do my thing and not, you know. And then here's another thing to take into consideration for people that be out there and having them. There's a lot of shit that y'all don't know. A lot of shit that y'all don't know. Right? Shit that other people be privy to. Sometimes I'm privy to information y'all ain't privy to that make me feel the way I feel, and I can't even explain it to you because y'all just don't know. Shai, why you saying things about Barbie you don't know of? You said Barbie has family connections without any facts. I'm sure he had some kind of connection. You know what I'm saying? He walked through a door one day and walked in? What's their family connection? Their father who was in the joint? Their father who was off in Mexico? Who wasn't as plugged as they got? I don't know what you want to argue about also, but it's too fucking early. You know? I'm saying that you saying he had connections. Everybody got ties, bro. Everybody who gets in had a tie somewhere, dog. I see what you're doing. You trying to gas me the fuck up. You about to get me. And I'm going to get you the fuck out of here. Because you want to interrupt my fucking show. You need to make Shail a leather jacket. So make a chill leather jacket. A Shail leather jacket? You wildin' the fuck out. Diamond District salutes. Salute Shy in chat. ECA22. I'm saying I don't know that he had connections. I'm saying it's likely that he did, dog. You don't know how big their daddy was. All right? All you know is how they fit in your fucking hand. Because it's all day long with you. John Jones. Or John 1. Or whatever your fucking fake name is. You're annoying, dog. I swear to God, it's like you're in love. Salute Shail, my dude, ill members, Cartel, and chat. I hope you have a blessed and grateful Wednesday hump day. Please like and subscribe to the great quality content. It's free. Salute to you, JP. We appreciate you. I'm over here navigating Oso's obsession. You know? Because this guy's his guy because he did it by himself. Barbie did it on his own. Because Oso knows that. How do you know that he did it on his own? Huh? What the fuck do you know about him doing on his own? You his primo? Huh? Were you on his fan club? How do you know he did it on his own? Oso? I'm willing to argue you don't know shit. Because if you did, you'd have a fucking channel. Why don't you go get one? I could send you there. But what do you know? How do you know he did it on his own? Hurry up, Oso. I'm waiting on you. I don't got all fucking day. I got a show to do. How do you know he did it on his own? Because somebody else told you, right? Because you read an article, right? Hurry up. How do you know? Shy, they got a documentary about the Barbie just like the twins. How do you know he wasn't plugged? Do you know that I know what these documentaries don't show you? Do you know that they don't show you everything? That don't mean that you know the story because you read an article or saw a fucking documentary. Even if the twins, quote unquote, told you that their dad was a bigwig. But how you know he got it on his own, bro? Because of a documentary? So then you know just as much as us, but you want to walk around acting like you know when really you don't know dick. And if you do, it's specific ones. Don't let that go over your head. What the fuck do you know? Hit the like button. So prove what you're saying. Prove what you're saying. You telling me a documentary is proof? Are you telling me a documentary is proof? Show what facts you want. What facts you want. Besides to take over my show. Where you at? Where you live, bro? You know what I'm saying? Where you at? What facts you got that this guy got it on his own? Huh? What facts you got? A documentary? You don't know either, but you talking like you do. This is your quote, right? What does do it on his own even mean? That's what I'm saying. You don't know either, but you talking like you do. Also, man, dog, you're a wrecking ball, mama huevo swinger. You know what I'm saying? You're a swinger, bro. You're a swinger, and you wanted to sidetrack this. You know, take your like back. I don't want your like. Fuck you. All right? What facts you have he didn't? What facts you have he did, motherfucker? What facts you have he did? That's my point. You like to come in here and swing off your obsession with the twins makes you come in here and swing off their nuts, and then you say crazy shit. 298, I didn't tell you to clap him. All right, so how long did you give him? I'm gonna have the pleasure of clapping him. I didn't tell you to clap him, but I just get tired of people coming here obsessed with the twins. Get their nuts out your mouth. There's 2 of them. That's 2 nuts apiece. It's too much for y'all. Y'all gotta relax. I'm over here trying to hang out,
But I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friends.
I'm trying to do hood rat stuff with my friends, and I gotta deal with Oso's obsession. And he did it slick today. Oh, Barbie did it on his own. Another shot. You want to talk about shit we not talking about. I can't even read the article. Because Oso's obsession, he comes in like a wrecking ball, swinging on nuts. And then he want to tell me the same shit. What facts you got, Shy? Well, what facts you got, bro? You don't got facts either, then you shut the fuck up. You're a nameless, faceless fucking channel, account with no nothing. Nobody knows who the fuck you are. All right? But 298, don't make it a habit of throwing people in the bathroom until I say so. Nobody. That goes for any wrench. All right? Respectfully. Because I wasn't done listening to him just say the same shit over and over again. But it's funny that, what facts do you have? Well, what facts do you have? You're a snake eating his own ass, bro. A snake eating his own ass. I'm getting to the story. Right? Bring him back if you can. If you can't, fuck him. He should go start a channel, like a rehab channel for fucking nut huggers. Go start a Flores Twins channel, bro. This is not a Flores Twins channel. All right? The Cartel Chronicles playlist is probably deeper than the Flores Twins playlist. You know? Oh, there he goes. He's back. The Twins said it, and that makes it, that's my fact. Yeah, but take the source and the receiver. Who they give that to? Who they say that to, huh? That's your fact? Your fact is that the Twins said it. Show me, give me a timestamp where they said it then. Right? But my point is, they don't tell everybody everything, dog. They don't tell everybody everything. All right? And the comments, y'all be on their dad's nuts. Oh, they did to their father what they did to their father. People out there constantly using K's name to fucking get at them. It's just disgusting already. It's just nasty. You people are obsessed. You know? But you don't know everything, dog. I think you overblow their father, or you want to blow their father. I don't know what it is. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about your papi right here. Fucking Edgar Valdez. That's what we're talking about. You wanted to clap him for Friday? You want to clap somebody for every day. Shout out Bordeaux on the check-in. He grew the stuff by himself. He transferred. That's why I don't get it. He didn't have no family ties. Like, what? How? Let me ask you something. Have you ever considered that maybe the family ties of the twins' father was a negative on them? Right? Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought that maybe it was a negative? Huh? And maybe when people speak of their father to media, they speak of their father in a certain way. Also, you're too dense, bro. You're dense. You know what that means? Thick. Not like bitches, like in a good way. Thick, like your head is fucking dense. Hard to get through. Hit the like button, yo. All right? So, that's it. I'm done with that. Like, how you know that it wasn't a hindrance? But just stop swinging off nuts. And go on, get in the comments and at them. You know their usernames? All I said was he did it on his own and you went off. Why? Because I know what you're doing. You came in here secretly like a spy nut hugging today. Today it wasn't overt. Today your nut swinging was like real slick. You know what I'm saying? And I peeped it. And I bit. You know what I mean? But it's just annoying. You're obsessed. It's an obsession. It's an obsession. So, anyways, let's get it. I'm done talking to you. You got enough attention from me today. Don't ask me no more questions. You know what I'm saying? Talk to the chat. I know that. You did that on purpose. I never mentioned the twins. You did. But I seen what you was doing, dog. You think you smart. I don't think you smart. You know what I'm saying? You think you smart. I don't think you smart. I saw what you was doing, so I called on it. There he goes. There's upper echelon also. Talk to upper echelon, bro. There you go. If you want, here's not hugger emojis in the motherfucking chat, bro. Not hugger emojis in the chat. Shout out HG. Boom. Now you can go all the way in, bro. Let me do my motherfucking show. In defense of 298, it was 60 seconds. All right, salutes. Warning shots are okay. You can throw warning shots. I'm a spectator today. I've been listening. I'm not gonna make this about me. Let's talk about another rat today. No, you have your conversation in private with Oso. You know what I'm saying? Right? You have your conversation. You tell him all of the fucking information. Tell him everything that you don't tell the media. Tell him everything you tell the media, what's facts, what's not facts. And then at the end of it, mandala que busca las cocas. All right? Go, vete busca las cocas also. Fuck out of here, man. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you to your face. You got me
Fucked up. All right, let's talk about the other rat, right? Let's talk about the other rat. Let's talk about this guy. Let's talk about, I see the pictures of him smiling and laughing when the police got him and everybody thought that was gangster as fuck. But y'all ain't see him thirsty like a bitch when they chased him down in the field. ¿Me puedes dar algo de beber? Tengo sed. How many people didn't you torture, motherfucker? What you crying about? Huh? How many people didn't you torture? What you crying about? He's a good guy. Fuck out of here. Gangster. Growing up in the absence of a father. So I'm calling bullshit right here. This kid wants to be written into his father's legacy because he's here telling the story. If not, you just disappear into obscurity and you shut the fuck up. You know? That's it. The Mountain Hideaway. A handcrafted retreat blending rustic charm with Bartel opulence. Built for escape. Surrounded by nature, you're steeped in the shadow of power. Beautiful little plants around. Nice little dugout. You know what I mean? Got a nice tunnel with a jacuzzi in that motherfucker. We good. A life of wealth and influence. The world of Edgar Valdez Villarreal, La Barbie. Before his arrest, hold on, this pisses me off too. Motherfucking upper echelon getting here, motherfuckers start getting quiet. They love accusing people of doing that shit. Then they get quiet. And then they be like, no, I'm not, I'm right here. Wow. Shut the fuck up. You get thirsty torturing people too. That's what I'm saying though. But come on, man. They make him seem like he a super gangster. He don't have no desert thirst. You know what I'm saying? He don't dehydrate. He a gangster. He a tough guy. But if you kept water from somebody, all right? If there was a thirsty man in your basement and you kept water from him, and then I see you begging for water, I'm gonna be like, ve la putita, huh? Shit. I'll be like, you're not even being tortured, mama. You're not even being tortured. You're just thirsty because they chased you across a field. Thought you were a football player. He 100% does, Shy. Look at Kiki's son. You barely even hear about him. I know it's two different things, but kids wanted attention. People addicted to attention. Yeah, if you ask me, if you don't want to have your name mixed with your father's legacy, if you don't want to have, if you want to rewrite your last name and put some respect on your own last name, you know what I'm saying? If you want to do all of that, shh. Shut the fuck up and stay out of your father's story. No? Am I wrong? You know what I'm saying? Am I wrong? I don't know. Let's see. Mama Richo is still in here fucking talking crazy. I don't know. Maybe go watch the documentary. Go watch the same documentary that also watch, and you'll know everything you need to know, and you guys won't need this channel. Right? I wish also would go watch that documentary right now. Shannon, I don't know what you're saying. I'm not gonna do that today. Oscar Blue Ramirez, C&J. I'm gonna do some other C&J stuff. I just don't know much about Oscar Blue Ramirez. I need to go check that out first. Salutes. All right, shout out Fernando. I love that cry. Nah, that's what the fuck it be, man. You come in here, the twins. Shut the fuck up. I didn't mention their name. I know, dog. Different levels. Go get you a channel, bro. You prove some shit. Before his arrest, Barbie lived like a movie star. Unlike most cartel kingpins, he wasn't born into the world of the Mexican underworld. He was a Texan, an American rug lord who carved out his empire south of the border. Fluent in Spanish, fearless in demeanor, and with a brash confidence that set him apart, he ascended the ranks of the cartel world in a way few outsiders ever had. At the peak of his power, his lifestyle was as extravagant as any Hollywood celebrity. Barbie had vast ranches, sprawling estates that stretched for miles, and access to hundreds of millions of dollars. He owned multiple mansions, a fleet of armored luxury vehicles, private planes, and even a helicopter. Traveling freely between his properties, flying was not just a means of transportation, it was a statement of power. But his influence extended beyond money. He started a fashion trend. His signature Ralph Lauren polo shirts became a status symbol in the world he ruled. Thurston Howell III, right? Made polo famous. What y'all talking about? The Mexican media even dubbed his polo look as resembling a European on vacation, reflecting the clean-cut, high-end aesthetic that set him apart from other cartel figures. Stop, man. Y'all called that fashion? That was fashion? This is a room inside the rancho where the American rug lord Edgar Valdez Villarreal, known as the Barbie, was arrested on Monday in the town of Lerma on the outskirts of Mexico City, Tuesday, August 31st, 2010. All right, nice little crib right here. Boom, you got the couch. Smash something right there. You know, you got a couple fountains outside. There's a tunnel under this table, tunnel under this table, tunnel under the foosball. I mean, probably hiding some underage kids in the back. Who knows what the fuck is going on there. Let's see what I'm missing here. A person I said, real talk is why I wanted a new last name. Yeah, I mean, you got one, right? But didn't they give you one? But there's no living this one now. You're going to keep, people are going to keep calling you that on the internet and in the story. Do you think they would have been in the game without your father? There's the answer. He won't like your answer, bro. He won't accept your answer. He's still going to fucking, it don't matter your answer. You know what I'm saying? If we can get you, we'll get you. Shannon, if you got the exact link and you could drop the exact link for the specific video in the Discord, then I'll get to it today. If it's a video, I might have to wait for another day. If it's an article, I can get to it. Dude copied Kanye and they said he started a trend. Yeah, like, stop. And years before Kanye, Thurston Howell III was, you know, puro. Usaron a la Barbie de modelo. Is that white privilege? Definitely. That's that Texas privilege. Shout out El Toro, Narco Polo. Bro, that wasn't his trend. He's been wearing that for years by then. We've been wearing that for years by then. You taking credit for fucking polo too, Jay Flores? Texas dudes don't know fashion. That's what I'm saying. Like, miss me with that shit. Ain't nobody fucked with Kanye in Mexico, perro. La Barbie made it popular. Yeah, over there. Right? And hip hop made polo popular. Period. Bro, that wasn't his trend. Boom. That's the answer. Also, yes, it wasn't my father. It was my brother. My father taught me how to be a man and what it was to be a real Mexican man, which I credit with being the foundation. All right, whatever. He don't like your answer, bro. It's not the answer he wanted you to say. All right? As far as he's concerned, your father walked you to the top, bro. Let's get it. His nickname, La Barbie, wasn't self-proclaimed. I would hope not. All right, because if I'm going to self-proclaim a name, it's definitely not going to be La Barbie. And again, as we see with these cartel dudes, all of these, and I've asked that question to the Flores twins, all these names that are kind of disrespectful and, you know, that's what they come from. They come from jokes. They come from clowning and shit, you know? So it's like, whatever. I told you he wasn't going to like your answer. I hope you're not too slow to not understand. Also, man, show face, man. Shut up. Go get you a channel. I told you he wasn't going to like your answer. Oh, so it wasn't your dad, it was your brother. Told you they were connected. If it wasn't their brother, it was their primo. I told you they were connected. Bruh. Whatever. Go watch a documentary, dog. His nickname, La Barbie, wasn't self-proclaimed. It was given to him early on due to his light complexion, green eyes, and blonde hair. Features uncommon in the world he moved in. But it wasn't just his coloring that made him stand out. Edgar Valdez Villarreal was attractive, charismatic, and physically imposing. With a strong and muscular build and the confidence to match, he had a presence that turned heads. It started as a joke among rivals, comparing him to the iconic doll, but La Barbie owned it like everything else. Instead of rejecting the name, he made it his brand, a symbol of a man who stood out and commanded attention. Wherever he went, he was surrounded by men who followed his every command, not because of fear, false, but because of loyalty to a man who lived larger than life. He embodied the legend of the cartel boss who had it all. God damn, Mika Trevino. He came in like a wrecking ball. Doing it by your... Bordo, you've been asking the same question. This guy ain't going to tell you. Barbie's U.S. raised, so no, it wasn't Mexico. Bow. God damn, boy, the chat is active. Hit the like button. I learned from them, but I 100% did it on my own, meaning no one gave me the key and said, here's your own car. Wait to see the documentary. Now, he already saw a documentary that told him everything. Yeah, I say he already saw one that told him everything. You know what I mean? Oh, God. Shy, so how's that not? It's not your show. Also, I don't have to answer to you. You're a fucking peon in my motherfucking chat, dog. I don't have to talk to you. You know? You don't have no respect for my show. I don't have to talk to you. I don't have to have no respect for you. You're nobody as far as I'm concerned. That shit was a leg shot to let him know to chill the fuck out. No, that's cool. I'll take the leg shot. I'll take the 60 seconds. I'm just annoyed with dude because dude just want to come in here and he's never, they're going to give him all the answers he wants. He's never going to fucking accept them. He won't. Velocity cuts. Yo, Shy, you think they'll extradite him next? Extradite who next? Extradite who? Barbie? Ain't Barbie here? Barbie's disappeared within the system somewhere. Huh? I don't know. How's that not connected? What? How's that not connected? What, bro? I got cousins, bro, that sold the bag. That made me connected? Like, what are you talking about? How? I don't understand it. It was during his live last night. I tuned in for a few minutes, saw this outrageous display. Yeah, I'll find it then and we'll do it another day. Salute to you, Shannon. All right. So Voso's done producing my show for the day, but he gave you the answers. They just gave you the answers, and you found a way to manipulate that shit and make it your answer, bro. I can't fuck with fake ass people like you, dog. Can't do it. Can't have that. You're like Amy from yesterday's conversation. Can't do it. There are all types of colored people in Mexico. They act like being light complexion is rare. I don't think it's rare. My wife is in Mexico with green eyes, Mexican, and not a rarity. Yeah, I got cousins that got all kind of different features. Some with dark hair, dark eyes. Some with light hair, light eyes. That are Mexican, 100% Mexican. You know what I'm saying? Like, so. That Canelo shit. Started as a joke amongst rivals. Bow. All right. But for Edgar, this wasn't a legend. It was his father. Father and son, a bomb before the fall, and a rare glimpse into Edgar Valdez, Villarreal's softer side, embracing his young son, a moment of innocence framed by a legacy of power now overshadowed by a fate sealed in blood and betrayal, a childhood marked by absence and instability. Edgar's earliest memories weren't filled with bedtime stories or pickup games in the yard. By the time he was old enough to understand who his father was, La Barbie was no longer a constant presence in his life, at least not in the physical sense. What he had were stories, rumors, and a name that carried a weight he never asked for. His childhood was marked by movement. He doesn't remember exactly where he was in his earliest years, Monterrey, Acapulco, Laredo, but what he does remember is that his life was never still. He attended multiple schools, including private institutions, but there was never a sense of permanence. At some point, things in Mexico became too dangerous, and he moved to the U.S. with his mother, a shift that would change his trajectory. Salutes Eddie Jimenez. Bro, how they didn't give you the keys if they gave you something you never hustled because of family ties? That is so crazy. How? That's why I know that this guy, he thinks he knows something. I don't think he knows shit. Maybe through your father or brother or cousin. It's all family, right? I don't think you understand shit. Writer made Barbie sound like Ricky Martin. He sure did. Hit the like button. This guy also is funny. You're never going to give him the right answer, Upper Echelon. Stop talking to him. All right. A brick fell out the sky for La Barbie, landed in his lap and shit, according to this documentary. Boom. He's in Arkansas. Definitely Arkansas. Eventually, Edgar went to live with his paternal grandparents, while his father was still free. Not having his father around was something he had to accept early on. It became his normal. But he also didn't grow up with his mother for 8 years, and he never understood why at the time. He questioned why he couldn't have a normal family like everyone else, why he didn't have a father to teach him the things only a father could. As a child, he felt the absence in the little things. His father not being there for his middle school basketball games, missing football, parent night walkouts, or never getting to watch him graduate. Seeing his friends with their dads over the years always made him wonder what life could have been if La Barbie had been present. All right? But there were times when La Barbie's son felt larger than life. Give you some internet information just because we're on Shai's channel. My family didn't want me and my brothers to get in the game. He did everything so we didn't, including not letting me work. So you've been here for free for so long. Well, we have to constantly put up with your bullshit. Be a man and at least pay the $2 to talk your shit. Not only that, I wish he'd get foul and that's what I'm trying to get him to get foul and disrespectful, so I can put him in the fucking back, right? And not waste time on him, because you're right. Time is money, and he don't pay. You know, should be at least a dub for him, boy. Look, god damn, hit him with the dub. Put up the goal for dude. Flying private. Father-son encounters. There were times when Edgar would fly private to his father and return to Laredo the same day. La Barbie wasted no opportunity to spend a day with his eldest son. When Edgar flew to visit his father, it wasn't like catching a commercial flight. His dad owned the plane. And when your dad owns the plane, things are different. The cockpit wasn't off limits. Sometimes Edgar sat up front, watching the pilot work, feeling the power of the controls at his fingertips. The plane was always stocked. Cocas, Sprites, even candy. A little blow. Couple hostages. Shit. He could grab whatever he wanted, kick back in the leather seats, and look out at the world below, knowing this wasn't how most kids traveled. Landing in Mexico followed a routine. One as normal to him as any airport process might be for a businessman. The plane would touch down, and the Barbie's pilot would escort Edgar off the aircraft, moving him through the airport discreetly. But there was always a stop before leaving, inside the airport bathroom. That's where a familiar face would be waiting. Pikachu, one of the Barbie's most trusted men. He would take over from there, guiding Edgar outside where a convoy of bodyguards were stationed ready for the next move. All right, there's the shorties right there. That little one in the middle is gangster. He just holding on to the thorns like what? He don't give a shit. Yeah. Can you imagine, at that age, the thrill of stepping off a private jet, of being part of something bigger than yourself? This was all Edgar knew. It wasn't extraordinary to him. It was just another day with Dad. The drive from the airport to La Barbie's compound was nearly an hour, a journey that only built the anticipation. Edgar always felt a rush of excitement as they approached the familiar sight of towering gates coming into view. The moment the gates opened, guards waved in recognition, a silent acknowledgement of who he was. His escorts led him through the compound's vast grounds, guiding him toward the entrance of the mansion he knew as home. Yeah, he loved it, bro. He sounds like our boy loved it. He loved it. What is this? He should have just gone and wrote fantasy novel about it. Is something wrong with being in the game because of family ties? No, it's just if you're mischaracterizing somebody and they want it corrected and you guys refuse because y'all come in like wrecking balls swinging off nuts. I don't get it. I have friends that are or were in the game because of family. Is that why you took you on the runs? Is that why he took you on runs to Mexico with him? See? The guy don't listen. Very dense. Remember they had a character named La Muñeca play him on the El Chapo series? Definitely. La Muñeca. Yeah, they miss me with the... They got a bunch of soft-ass names over there. Talking to himself, boy. Yeah, he loved it. To a young boy, it felt like arriving at a palace. Edgar was welcomed like a foreign dignitary stepping onto sovereign soil. As he exited the vehicle, the red carpet treatment was in full effect. Housekeepers, chefs, security personnel lined the entrance, their presence a reflection of the world his father had built. And at the center of it all stood La Barbie, waiting with open arms. The moment Edgar stepped forward, his father pulled him into a strong embrace, making sure his son knew one thing above all else. He was home. Unless somebody ran up. Then, Papo, you got to go down through the tunnels. You get through the tunnels, boom, you make a left, you make a right, you hit the light, and you keep it moving. You climb up through the sewer, you get out through the city. That's how it worked for him. You know what I mean? Oh, shit. Shout out Vernon Himes on the check-in. Salutes. But, boom, here you go. Family. Buddy's jacket, boy. Some money in that jacket right there. Right? Shout out to Welcome to old. And I have to pronounce his shit real heavy because there's the other guys in here. Old Soul. Because the other guy don't want to go get his own channel. He want to come produce my fucking show. Like he got some kind of juice in here. The perks of being LaBarbie's son. There was perks. The world may have obsessed over the Kardashians, but they had nothing on LaBarbie's lifestyle. The excess, the glamour, the sheer opulence. It wasn't just wealth. It was something else entirely. LaBarbie wasn't just rich. He was untouchable. Wrong. His fortune built in shadows. His power moving beyond what any celebrity could buy. Edgar didn't grow up watching reality TV stars flaunt their mansions. He lived it. Only with higher stakes and no cameras. But home wasn't just a mansion. It was a world of its own. The Barbie had a deep love for animals, and for Edgar, that meant growing up with something few kids could even dream of. A private zoo. This sounds fucking amazing. This shit was great. You know what I mean? Hit the like button, y'all. No mommies.
No mommy's wait.
This shit is great. His private zoo scattered across the estate were enclosures housing rare and exotic creatures, white tigers with piercing blue eyes, zebras grazing lazily under the sun, mischievous monkeys leaping from tree to tree, and towering giraffes stretching their necks to nibble leaves from the highest branches. The estates even had a shimmering lagoon where hulking hippos lounged in the shallow waters, occasionally yawning wide to display massive ivory tusks. Nearby crocodiles basked motionlessly on the sun-baked banks, their eyes watching silently, like living reminders that in LaBarbie's world, beauty and danger were never far apart. God damn, boy. It's just metaphorical. Then there were their performance horses, trained to move with a grace. This kid really wants out of this story. He really wants out of his father's legacy, all right? Then there were the performance horses, trained to move with a grace that defied their size, stepping in perfect rhythm like ballerinas on a grand stage. The compound wasn't just a home, it was an extravagant kingdom where the wild met the luxurious, a place where Edgar could wander through a landscape of untamed beauty surrounded by animals most people only saw on television. Also, to keep it thorough, remember dude in the chat, remember his original comment. His original comment was, this dude right here is a rat, but he did it on his own, right? You're not taking the whole shit into consideration. But he did it on his own, so that cleans up. So now you respect his radism because he did it on his own. Like, you're a weirdo, man. He really misses those horses. He wish he had them horses right now. This little tiger right here. He wish he had it right now. He don't want no part of it. Shit is disingenuous, and you can't. There's never enough evidence for a fool. Let me see. Tiggy. He had a white tiger named Tiggy. Animals most people only saw on the. Let's see. Edgar Jr. with his white tiger Tiggy. Right? Among them was Edgar's white tiger Tiggy, a majestic creature with striking blue eyes stalking the grounds like a king in his domain. Tiggy wasn't just a pet, he was a symbol of the extravagant life Edgar was born into, a rare beast in a rare world. Bruh, the size of the nut canisters for the hugging this interview is doing. It's not even an interview, it's a story, it's an editorial, I guess. The stables housed the Barbie's prized collection of caballos bailadores. I thought we talked about them already. Andalusian horses trained to dance with precision and elegance. Their powerful movements resemble ballet performances. These weren't just any horses. If we would have got to this last night and yesterday and I'd have pushed back that premiere, I'd have been upset. These weren't just any horses. They were living, breathing displays of wealth and prestige. Some were gifts, others purchased for staggering amounts, but all were meticulously cared for like royalty. Like, if I wanted to hear a long list of extravagant shit that money was spent on, I'd ask fucking upper echelon just to tell us on a live stream, hey bro, we spent money on this, and this. Because I don't even give a fuck in that case. You know what I mean? Reading all of this just to hear about a description of how amazing their situation was before it crumbled is crazy. Watching all the Barteri stories, stay informed, but you ever made a man truly connected that can be verified? I don't know, bro. There's no hope, because I'm not telling one, but the twins are. There you go. All right. Yeah. Now you tell their story. You tell it your way. Go ahead, tell it. For Edgar, the best moments were spent riding alongside his father. Mounted atop these magnificent horses, the two would ride through the estate, weaving between palm trees and pastures, the rhythmic clatter of hooves echoing across the land. It was in these moments. This is a love letter. This feels like a love letter from Trevino to fucking La Barbie. It sounds like Oso wrote this motherfucking eulogy over here and shit. It was in these moments, just the father and son on horseback, that the weight of the father's world seemed to disappear. No empires, no enemies, no legacy, just the freedom of the ride and the bond between them. What the fuck are we talking about over here, man?
No mommy's wait.
Father's embrace, a kingdom's weight. Edgar Villarreal La Barbie holds his son close, a rare glimpse. A kingdom built on power. But the extravagance of La Barbie's world wasn't limited to the animals or the state itself. Edgar remembers moments that felt like stepping into a scene from a movie, like the times his father would unlock an extra-large safe, its heavy steel doors swinging open with the mechanical hum. Inside, a row after row of tightly wrapped stacks filled the space. The scent of ink and paper hitting Edgar the moment the door swung open. It wasn't just cash, it was weight, power, a silent reminder of what his father controlled. Hundreds of thousands of millions just sitting there, untouched, waiting. The sheer volume was staggering. To most, it was unimaginable wealth, the kind people spent lifetimes chasing. But to Edgar, it was normal. His father, you think his son is connected? I think Barbie's son is connected, bro, through family, bro, through the safe. Let's see. Hundreds of blah, 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 blah. His father spent lavishly, but the money wasn't it was power, it was leverage. Hold on. To most, it was unimaginable wealth, the kind people spent lifetimes chasing, but to Edgar, it was normal. His father spent lavishly, but money wasn't just for indulgence, it was for power. It was leverage, insurance, a war chest that needed no explanation. The Barbie lived extravagantly, yet every peso had a purpose, whether to cement loyalty, expand influence, or prepare for the inevitable. When he opened that safe, it wasn't just to admire the stacks. It was a reminder that in this world, wealth wasn't just wealth, it was survival. More than just money, the life that came with it. After the safe was locked again, the Barbie would peel off stacks of cash and hand them to Edgar, who was then taken straight to the mall, accompanied by a convoy of vehicles and guards. It was routine protection. Protection was always a priority, even for something as simple as a shopping trip. There was no budget, no limits. If he wanted it, it was his. Like every boy, this is a real cautionary tale, isn't it? Here we go. We're going to get there. Like every boy his age, video games were an obsession, but Edgar didn't just have one console. He had half a dozen Xboxes, each one hooked up to different TVs in different rooms. Every game on the shelves, he owned them. If something new came out, he didn't have to wait in line. Someone just brought it to him. He lived in a world where money wasn't a barrier. It was a key that unlocked anything he wanted. La Barbie's world had its own stage, a picadero, a small circular arena where his caballeros bailadores performed with flawless precision. More than just a training ground, it was a showcase of discipline, elegance, and control. Under the golden glow of the estate's lights, the Andalusian horses would move in synchronized step. I'm looking for, listen, part 2 of this, because there's a part 2 of this coming. That shit better be dark as hell. This shit better be a horror movie. Because this shit was a puff piece. Caballeros, under the golden glow of the lights. Synchronized step, their hooves tapping out rhythms like echoes of ancient tradition. This is La Barbie's seized ranch, once a fortress of excess, now a hallowed relic of power. For Edgar, it was more than just a stronghold. It was a place to fill with memories, now fading like the empire that it built. I think he should start his own channel so I can go troll him. All right. There you go. Decayed elegance. The main structure now crumbles, still whispers stories of power and betrayal. Decayed elegance. Decayed mierda. That looks like broken dreams and empty promises right there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm in love with the Barbie listening to this. Who wrote it? This is Miko Trevino, man. The main structure now crumbling. This shit look like broken dreams. Fuck you mean decayed elegance. Walkways of the fallen, the long path that once led to the extravagance, now overgrown and abandoned. It sounds like Edgar is puffing this up, hoping Netflix or Hulu picks up a movie for it. Listen, if you want to do that, go do that. I'd rather you do that. People think you got to go write all of these. He got to go through this puff. Go write the script, bro. Make it fucking undeniable. Make it some real gangster shit, right? Just don't forget how he was thirsty after after denying people water. Just don't forget that part, you know. But a fortress no more. High walls and iron gates once guarded secrets now lost to time, right? A mountain hideout, a different side of La Barbie's empire. The estate blends luxury with secrecy. Broken dreams. This guy's trying to tell you, look, the beauty of this. This is cagao. This is wasted. A wasteland. You know what I mean? Bullshit. Palm-lined courtyard. Faded grandeur remains in what was once the heart of a powerful drug lord's domain. Murals of vanity. Opulent European-style paintings inside the mansion. Symbols of wealth and self-indulgence. The cage of beasts. Private zoo enclosures where exotic animals were once kept as status symbols. A giant sprawling tree. Okay, everybody got a tree, bro. The pillars, a grand entrance that once led to an empire built on blood. The grand archway. None of this shit matters, bro. This is a fucking nut-hugging competition. You know what it looks like to me? An abandoned-ass estate. Yeah, I heard. I saw that movie. That movie looks ridiculous. I saw a trailer. It's real talk. There's no holes in my story. You just don't know it all. The only hole is Val. Listen, they don't know it all. They don't know it all. And I don't know it all. I know y'all know it all. And I feel like they overblow it. I'm kidding. I love my wife. We know it. This article, and Val, I just read that shit. That motherfucker wrote it, just so you know. I love my Val. Salute. They do have a movie on Barbie. Was it as good as this article? Listen, bro, I tell you this, it was darker, but that shit looked ridiculous to me, like not in a good way. But I'm picky about shit like that. It's more of a comedy, a dark comedy. Give it a shot. Is it? Did you see it? That's the one with the big ass dude and shit. All right, should I do it for my film channel? I can respect or you can disapprove, dog. I just feel like you want to come hijack my show every day, dog, with your nut hugging shit. It's like, nah, that shit was boring. I can respect the disapproving the action, how someone goes about a situation. Like, I respect the twins for getting the type of money they got, but disapprove the way they went about it. I disapprove the way you go about nut hugging over here. If you want to be involved in the conversation, be involved in what the fuck we're talking about, and get your lips off the twins. Hell no, it wasn't terrible. It was terrible. The worst. It was. I don't know. We'll see. You and Fernando both got me intrigued in checking it out just for laughs. If I'm not gonna, I might get laughs out of it. Here's the thing, Fernando, was it an intentional comedy or an unintentional comedy? Dark comedy. Salutes. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so, y'all. We've been here an hour already. All right. And again, also, if I'm out of pocket with you, my apologies, you know what I'm saying? I know you hit the like button and shit, but I don't like motherfuckers coming here and just nut hugging, trying to take over my show. And it seems you always pop up when that John 1 motherfucker pops up or any other fucking troll pops up. So, so maybe I don't apologize. Fuck it, I take it back. But just, go start your own channel. Hard to watch, but I want to read this article. No, I'm reading it to you. You don't got to read shit, bro. Right? And I'm giving you... voices.
You never play me, nice try. Ballin' in a nice spot. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Hello, Mr. Nice Watch.
Jonathan Pantria sent $5. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'd say about half of these Cartel members and probably their fans are on some sexually confused shit. A lot of them dancing with each other. I'd never let someone name me a feminine name. Fuck Oso and all the weak trolls.
You never play me, nice try. Ballin' in a nice spot. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Hello, Mr. Nice Watch.
Jonathan Pantria sent $5. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'd say about half of these Cartel members and probably their fans are on some sexually confused shit. A lot of them dancing with each other. I'd never let someone name me a feminine name. Fuck Oso and all the weak trolls.
Shout out $5. Shout out to JP for the $5 power chat. All right. He said, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'd say about half of these Cartel members and probably their fans are on some sexually confused-ish. A lot of them dancing with each other. I'd never let someone name me a feminine name. Fuck also another weak troll. Salutes. All right? Listen, I don't know. A lot of feminine names. A lot of, and then we got what Jay said about those Zeta dudes, right? That those dudes would violate each other, without a second thought. So salutes to JP for the power chat, but yeah, that might be the answer. I don't know. You might be right, basically. I can respect for doing it on his own, but disapprove of him telling. Nah, you say he's a rat. He's a rat, but he got it on his own, a.k.a. fuck the twins. They were plugged all the way up to the top. Like, come on, it's disingenuous. You're disingenuous, bro. I see through it. You probably don't know you disingenuous. It's all good. You know what I mean? That's it. They really don't, but I've seen them take some of Chapo's and Arellano's. Wait, what are you talking about? Upper echelon for the properties that are in Mexico. Does Mexico try and seize? I read that Mexico and the U.S. pretty much leave the properties. They really don't, but I've seen them take some of Chapo's and Arellano's. I think Upper is saying the Barbie movie is horrible. I'm saying Down the Rabbit Hole, which is the translation in English, is good, a dark comedy. Wait, what? Okay, I have to look that up just to even understand that. The Barbie movie is horrible. I'm saying Down the Rabbit Hole, which is the translation in English, is good. That's the name of the movie, Down the Rabbit Hole. Okay. They haven't took our guy, the Cartel did. Oh, took your shit? What are you talking about? Good to know, Upper Echelon. Salute. Shout out HG on the check-in. Appreciate you. Thank you for coming through. Salute. Everybody else, hit the like button on the way in. East Coast. East Coast Rats? All right, Victor, whatever you say. Shout out HG. Shout out JP for the power chat. Let's keep it moving. Let me get back to my article, my puff piece on Barbie over here. All right. My puff piece on Barbie. With their abandoned, broken dreams. The overgrown gardens. Ask Jay who Oakland really is. Nobody cares no more because one of them's in jail and the other one's still making videos like they said. They said, wait, which one? It's Mini League. No, it's not Mini League now because he's in jail. And now y'all don't care no more. Rancho El Paraíso. The Overlook Mansion. Yeah, you know what it is? These guys had too much shit. Got a fucking arena in here? Stop it. No mama's way. Let's see. So boom, we got a bunch of those. In another life, the Picadero might have been part of a lienzo charro, where charros competed in feats of skill and bravery, but here it stood alone, a quiet yet powerful testament to the legacy built on wealth, influence, and unyielding demand for perfection and money and power. They keep saying the same shit. Every performance was more than just a display of mastery. It was a reflection of the man who had built this world, a place where nothing was left to chance and where even the horses danced to a rhythm of control. Eventually, seeing his father at the same frequency became too dangerous, but Edgar learned to humble himself, realizing that others had it worse. He grew up paying the consequences of his parents' mistakes, but instead of letting it define him, he chose to rise above it. His faith in God became his anchor. There were times when he questioned God, wondering why he had to endure such struggles. But in the end, he came to see that nothing in life was coincidence. Every hardship only made him stronger. See, I don't understand the arrogance here. Like, Papa, you're God now. Now your only hope is Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Now you're moving the goalposts. I respect Barbie for going against the people that took out his mentor, but I disapprove of him ratting. Whatever. Didn't he supposedly give up his mentor? I don't know. What happened? Didn't he have? Whatever you say, bro. Just stop talking to me, because I'm going to put you in the bathroom. You're going to have to pay to talk to me. Down the Rabbit Hole is a completely different movie. Pretty much the sheltered life of a cartel kid and the downfall. What? I got to check that out. FYI, Vicente Los Maitos, Los Chapitos, and Los Buses never did it on their own. Nah, not if you ask Oso. Free Barbie. Why, Han? Why you want to free Barbie? What he do? You know Barbie will fucking slap you and torture you, right? Oakland is a real and has a lot of information, real information. Who cares who he really is? Well, we know he's not Damaso Lopez Jr. Nobody cares about that no more. Hit the like button, y'all. The fuck? Oh, God. This guy's making bets now. I can't respect you as a man. It's fuck you forever, weirdo. I know, but don't matter. But I will say that I would never thought that we'd be talking again. That who'll be talking again? You and Oso? What are you talking about? Any premiere today? Nah, I got cussed out for the premiere yesterday because the premiere was too short because everybody spoiled in this community, all right? Shout out HG, nut hugger emojis for everybody. So this guy's real arrogant right here, right? But now he hides behind Jesus and the plea deal that he's trying to make that he can't make because what everybody say? His information is old. Why would Barbie hurt me if I root for him? You might give him reason to. He might see something that you have that he wants. And he don't give a fuck if you root for him. And that's why I don't understand why y'all root for them. That's it. He'll take from you if he can. Root for him, don't root for him. But anyways, now he's Jesus and he's telling. And from what y'all tell me that his information's too old and not worth nothing, I don't know nothing about it. Here we go. The day everything changed, right? We're finally going to get to something real. Because so far, all that they've done is Cribs. An article of Cribs and told us all about the horses and the beautiful estates and the buildings. All right, here we go. One of those hardships came when Edgar was still in 4th grade. He distinctly remembers a classmate announcing that Barbie had been arrested. Edgar bristled, insisting it wasn't true. But the doubt gnawed at him the rest of the day. When he got home, he found his grandmother, Barbie's mother, waiting quietly. "Grandma, is it true? Was Dad really arrested?" he asked softly. She drew him close, gently confirming what he feared most. It was Monday, August 30th, 2010, a date that would become etched permanently in his memory. She reassured him softly that his father was a good man who loved him very much and tortured no one and never hurt the hair on anybody's head in life. He was an amazing young man, the greatest, if you ask me. Wouldn't hurt a fly. No, mommy.
No mommy's weak.
So full of shit. It was Monday when we did that. He was a good man who loved him very much. But at that moment, Edgar's world of private jets, exotic animals, and fleeting visits dissolved into whispers, shadows, and uncertainty. Let me ask you something. If Shorty gets in the game right now, starts doing his thing, did he have help? Was he connected? How the fuck did his classmates in 2010 during school find out Barbie was caught? That part is bullshit. Definitely bullshit. Huh? These kids sitting around listening to Shy's show that didn't exist in 2010 in class. You know what I mean? Who you talking to, upper echelon? Honestly, no one gives a fuck what you think or anyone thinks of someone else's life. Do something great with your life and give a reason to talk about your life. Who you talking about? Also, I bet los malitos will argue. Let me see. I know, but it don't matter. But I will say that I would never thought we'd be talking again. Who you talking to? Also, person. Hey, bro, I don't even blame you for telling because you were too soft to be in that game, especially in Mexico. I know they were in the game for a while, but I'll let you tell it. I'll let you tell it, Hoso. There you go. Now I can separate my old soul and also Hoso. But if this kid right here go get plugged. Now this picture right here, Fernando, this looks like he want to, he don't want to change shit. He want to be known as La Barbie Jr., you know what I'm saying? La Little Barbie. Barbie had two options: to betray Arturo and take full control over BLO. If he fails to turn in Arturo, surrender the DEA and be witness protection program. I don't know, didn't he do both? I don't know, you guys giving him a lot of props. Hit the like button. Moving to Oregon, a culture shock. Still, life went on. Edgar left behind the extravagant world he had known. He had known for something quieter and unfamiliar when he moved to Oregon. There he earned a scholarship for his talent in track and field, excelling in hurdles. For the first time, he was forging his own path, separate from his father's legacy that he loved so much. College life felt like a world away from private jets and gated mansions, but the discipline of the sport gave him a new purpose. Every sprint, every hurdle cleared was more than just competition. It was proof that his last name didn't define him. That's where we changed the whole narration of your last name by doing hurdles in college. This is a story about nothing, this fucking story right here, bro. Oh, God. Let's get it. But then, the vid changed everything. As the world shut down, so did his season. His training and the structure that kept him moving forward. With campuses closing and uncertainty looming, Edgar made the difficult decision. This don't need to be two parts, this fucking thing. Difficult decision to return home. The transition was jarring. He had spent years proving his independence, only to find himself back where it all began. Yet rather than see it as a setback, he accepted life's challenges head on, adapting like he always had. His time had shown him that no matter where he was, Oregon, Texas, or anywhere else, his journey was still his own to shape. Edgar had already experienced life's extremes. His very existence was a miracle. While still in his mother's womb, she fell into a coma, and doctors faced an impossible choice. His family chose his mother over him, but God had other plans. He survived, and he believes it was for a reason. He could have taken the easy route, followed the familiar path or chased the illusion of power, but he made a different choice, determined to change his course and prove that his last name didn't dictate his destiny again. What the fuck is going on, man? Boom. Also, you say that from your safe place in California. You safe guy. La Barbie, pure savage, as most of them liberty-taking narcos, horrible, deluded people the narcos are. The government is far worse. They're proper greedy bastards. Yeah, I don't disagree. They oppress the people. I don't think it's a good idea for this kid to put himself out there. Upper echelon, this story is a story about nothing. A story about nothing. Simply putting himself out there. Saying that he wants no part of his daddy's legacy and he wants his own name. Shh. You're looking for clout. And somebody gonna give it to you. In the wrong way. You know? You can't be a kid just in Chicago running around telling people who your uncles are. My uncle's this guy from here. Or my cousin's that guy from there. Oh yeah? Well, you don't know it, but your uncle did this, and now you on the chopping block for that. Sometimes you just gotta shut the fuck up. This kid's looking for clout, much as he say he's not. Oso's a nut hugger. Wrecking ball nut hugger. Barbie, unalive many people, especially sons, brothers, fathers, dolls. Ken will be carried by children forever. Kenneth will be carried by children forever. I don't know if you fucked that up. Also, you sound like a 12-year-old, bro. All right, I think I'm about tired of him, y'all. Also, do you have any last words? He did betray Barbie, but he lost the war against Hector, Arturo's brother. Then he got arrested and sent to the U.S. in 2016. By that time, his info got old. Well, he's fucked. It's just him and Jesus now. Shout out Rodriguez on the check-in. Also, what are we arguing? He's just arguing. He just wants.
You never play me, nice try. Ballin' in a nice spot. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Hello, Mr. Nice Watch.
Jonathan Pantria sent $5. Thanos, you my homie and all. Treading lightly, I call fake news on you getting cussed out for the premiere. See how easy that was, you Bartel nut-hugging weak troll Oso? We deserve better quality trolls. Like and subscribe, it's free.
Why I gotta be an English teacher? My English is fucked up or it's good? Or what you talking about, Hans? What's popping? Shout out JP for the $5 power chat. Thanos, you my higgin' and all, treading lightly, but I call fake news on you getting cussed out for the premiere. You weren't the only one that spoke about it. You see, also had some Old Soul had something to say about that shit too. All right, so call it what the fuck you want. I call fake news on you getting cussed out for the premiere. See how easy that was, you Bartel nut hugging weed troll. Also, we deserve better quality trolls. Like and subscribe is free. What JP's trying to get at it also is that he called me out, but he paid to call me out. So salute JP, all right? I appreciate you. All right, salute JP. Why would he even put his name, face out there? What do we got? Shout out Junior Leon for the subscription. Hit the like button, y'all. All right, now he's on some he's not on subject. He's not talking about what we're talking about.
Put him in a fucking bathroom.
Junior Leon just subscribed on YouTube.
Also, too many distractions. Put him in the fucking bathroom. Now you on Sammy the Bull's nuts? Put him in the bathroom. How'd you feel when Sammy the Bull said you two were soft? I could tell you're soft by your story. I could tell you're soft by your chat. I could tell you a straight punk by the way you chat. 24 hours for you. Get lost. Kick rocks. Too much of a distraction. I got a show to do. I've been here an hour and a half. You took a lot of time. You ain't even paid for it. Boom. JP on his motherfucking ass, boy. Got him out of there. Old school status. Oh, so hit him in the head. Headshot. He gone. Yo. He gone. Don't go. HG. He dropped the baller move on him. JP with the ball.
Millions.
He told him to put his money. Listen, he told him a bunch of different ways already with different words. He told dude to put his money where his mouth is. And then that one was very creative. This one was that was pretty good. He had his own name. I don't understand. My kids don't want no relation to me and don't care about having any famous name. I don't get it. Yeah, this is weird. But you know why? Because the people that he does tell or that he sees on the internet swinging off of his daddy's nuts, like Oso that we just put in the fucking bathroom.
Adios, pendejo.
When he sees that shit, it feels cloudy for him. He like that shit. He need that little bit of clout. You know what I'm saying? He needs that clout. He like that shit. He want. I'm Barbie Jr. Can't we just ban him? He's a repetitive bot. Nah, we get the satisfaction to get him the fuck out of here again tomorrow. While you're reading the article, you're reading it like an English teacher. I've read it all kind of different ways, man. I read it like Trump yesterday. No, you're not arguing. Dude is just, once you get to the Sammy the Bull conversation, I don't want to talk to you. I'm willing to bet also tippy toes in pictures the same way Sammy the Bull does. Right? Amy might have sent her Sureño boyfriend also. That's exactly who he is. I'm arguing, I'm not arguing soft. I met a lot of hard gangsters and unalivers. Guess what they all called me? Boss. Sammy kissed our ass all day and hated us behind our back. There's nothing special. That's what I'm saying. That's why I can't let these guys keep talking. Because, it's just nonsense at this point. Can you show me what tough and hard is? Pause, bro. Hey, yo. Relax. All right, let's get it. Shy, can't we just ban him? No. Shy, how'd you get in touch with Jay through this channel? But we were about 3 degrees or 1 degree of separation back then. Literally. All right, let's get it. Now we can focus on the show, all right? I don't think this kid should have done this. I agree with Fernando. I agree with Upper Echelon. I think this kid should have just done his life. You'll never have to worry about trolls. You'll never have to worry about people fucking with you, or you never have to worry about people hating on, your movements. Just keep your name out of it. Edgar, blah, blah, blah. We saw that. Dictators that be faith, fame, and longing to connect. As he grew older, people inevitably asked if he feared for his safety, wondering. Oh, and I don't know if you know, Hans, I'm an actor and a fucking voice actor. Which one do you like, the coca or the weed? The weed, bro. The weed. Also proved he's a gummy bear. No mamas, bro. He played himself. You seen it? We all saw it, but I've been seeing it. But that's why I get mad. That's why I get mad, because everybody else is so sure, but they want to tell everybody else that they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. It's weird. It's just weirdo shit. All right? All right. Do you guys know that song, what is it called? Coca por Coco? I'm gonna put it in the Discord. It's a song about what cocaine did to Colombia. Brocaine. Faith, fame, and longing. As he grew older, people inevitably asked if he feared for his safety, wondering if the sins of his father might cast a long shadow. Edgar's answer remained firm. He was never involved in La Barbie's dealings. Somebody that want to smoke you does not care. Doesn't care if you weren't involved in your father's dealings. You're guilty by DNA. Wasn't involved in La Barbie's dealings, and his father's choices were his father's alone. The constant in his own life has been faith. I'm blessed to be here, he explains. God is why I am here. God is why I'm where I am. Rumors have even circulated in the music scene that Nathaniel Cano might have made a corrido inspired by Edgar, something like El Mini Barbie. What? For his part, Edgar shrugs at the idea with a mix of excitement and caution. No mames,
No
wey.
mames, güey.
He wants a corrido now too, puñeta. Come on, man. Bruh, Eddie, this article ain't gonna mention shit but what they had and what this kid is doing. They ain't on nothing else. Yo, Sean from India. It's 12 at night. Just awake to see your stream. Salutes to you, Hanshel. Am I saying that right? I don't want to just call you Han if your name is Hanshel. Hanshan? First or second? Hanshel? Hanshal. All right? Those are your two options. Or it's going to be Han, like fucking Star Wars. The kid was good. No one knew about him. I want to talk to this kid. He's a good-looking kid. Hey, yo! You did it twice. Listen, man. I don't play the game myself, but you just walking into this shit. Listen here. Yeah, you might want to talk to this kid. Tell him to shut his ass up and stop letting Mika Trevino fucking convince him to talk. But hold on. Rumors have been circulating in the music scene that Natalio Cano might have made a corrido inspired by Edgar, something like El Mini Barbie for his part. Edgar shrugs at the idea with a mix of excitement and caution. I've always wanted to meet and hang out with these artists. Oh, the kid's playing himself, he says. I click with people easily. You better stop being a people person. Guys like Peso Pluma, Nathaniel Cano, and Lennon Ramirez, their music is huge and it'd be awesome to connect with them. Yet Edgar knows fame and notoriety can stir envy and draw the wrong kind of attention. I'm not in that life and I don't want people thinking I am, he admits. Then you should just be quiet. Some folks assume I'm involved in the same things my dad was, but that's never been me. Nobody's assumed shit. Nobody's assuming shit. You sound like a kid that just talks too much. As much as he might crave genuine connection and new experiences, he understands that protecting his peace sometimes means keeping a cautious distance from the limelight. Yeah, you looking for it, Papa. Nobody thinks that you in shit. Alright? They think you jump hurdles, motherfucker. Han like Star Wars. Han Shao. That's how you pronounce it. Han Shao. I think that's it. Han Shao. I like Han though, but Han Shao. Cool. Han Shao. Gotcha. What's the kid's name? I want to look for him. I think it's the same last name. I'll give it to you in a minute. Let me finish my fucking story before you end up in the fucking bathroom with your boy.
Put him in the fucking bedroom.
You could quickly end up in the bathroom with that fucking gummy bear that we put in there a minute ago that JP dropped a bomb on him, bro. JP told him to go home
and get your fucking shine box.
Yo, shout out HG, the nut hugger emoji, originator. Right? A bond that never broke. Edgar knows his father's past. He lived with its weight, carried its expectation, and worked to define himself outside of it. But through it all, one thing has never changed, his bond with his father. Even through La Barbie's extradition in the years that followed, Edgar has remained in close contact with his father. Their communication is regular, their bond unshaken. The world still sees La Barbie as the cartel boss, but Edgar knows him as something else, his father. No shit. Hanshaw. All right, Hanshaw said that. Mika told Barbie. Barbie joins the conversation from prison in the next article. Let's see. Part 2, we'll finally hear from La Barbie himself now in a high-security facility. He discusses fatherhood from behind bars, reflects on the life he built, and reveals how his choices still shape the son he left behind. He should tell his son to shut the fuck up. But instead, he's doing interviews with his father. Hey, he got his father's blessing. Upper echelon. No te metes. He got his father's blessing. That was a bullshit article, if you ask me. I don't know. Y'all judge it for yourself, you know? Y'all judge it for yourself. I think it was a bullshit article. Let me see. Yeah, he got his daddy's blessing. No mind, you gotta leave him alone, bro. Oh man, it's been inside. See, it was much better to end that without somebody trying to take attention off of what we're talking about in the chat. I get sometimes we stray off course, but to be doing that shit, you know, I don't give a fuck. And people say, oh, but Shy, you could just ignore it. No, I don't have to. It's my show. I want my chat to move a certain way. He stood here for a long time. And guess what? My people were bloodthirsty. 298 smacked them with one early, so salutes to 298. Again, y'all could shoot warning shots, 60 seconds, 30 seconds. Y'all could shoot warning shots. But don't time nobody out for 24 hours because I might want to, play with my food. All right, that article was bullshit. So, shout out Kelly Price, who was thirsty for that one yesterday. Sorry. You know what I mean? That shit was Huff. Would have been Huff yesterday. If I would have translated it in Spanish, I'd have been upset. From Spanish to English, I'd have been upset. And it was Huff and bullshit today. And this kid that wants no part of his father's legacy, wants to do interviews, with him and wants to give detailed stories of the amazing life he had as a kid. And he seems to want the limelight as much as he says he does not want to. So I'm not buying that bullshit. Miss me with that shit, all right? With that said, I want to quickly, before we keep moving on, because I want to get to another major story. Another thing, Shannon, is I might drop a premiere tonight after. I didn't put a premiere because I didn't want to have a hard out. A hard out is where, hey, I got to be out of here by 2:30. Now I get out of here when I get out of here. But I probably will upload a premiere or release a premiere today at some point. So for the last couple of streams ago, it's better his dad got arrested in 2010 when he was young, or else he would have tried to inherit his father's empire and be like IAG or MF. That's facts. Huh? That's facts. Lucky he was at that, that age. Great article, but don't understand. I think it was a bullshit article. Because they say, oh, this story is not about the Barbie, it's about the son. You know what we learned about the son? That he was rich when he was a little kid and his daddy had horses and he ran hurdles in college.
No mommy's wait.
That's what we got out of that. All right? I don't want to read bullshit articles. I just want to...
But I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friend.
That's it. You want to do hood rat stuff with my friend. This is crazy. So anyways, we talked the other night about the crematoriums that have been found at these supposed CJNG training facilities / compounds where they hid all the people that they snatched off the street and tried to make soldiers, right? So just imagine, you have a 14-year-old son, 13-year-old son, 12-year-old son, whatever it is, daughter, right? They work at a little hot dog stand somewhere selling something, selling water on the corner. They get snatched up by people who need warriors. Now, this kid never claimed to be a warrior. He claimed to be a salesman. He was selling waters. But they snatch you up, and they go try to train you as a warrior. And if they see that you're not built for it, they unalive you and throw you in a crematorium. Get rid of you. When they could have just left you on that corner. Minding your fucking business. So these crematoriums and these training facilities have been popping up all over Mexico. And they've been attributing it to the CJNG. But the CNJG wants to distance themselves and get their public relations right and say, no, we didn't have nothing to do with this. So I'm about to get to that quickly before we move on. We don't care about his son. We want to hear about his dad. And if we're going to hear about the son, miss me with the long list of extravagant nut hugging and he ran hurdles. So what? Zorada, I got it, Zorada.
But I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friend.
That's it, man. That one, this one.
I'm telling you to your face. You got me fucked.
Got me fucked up. He isn't around always having to protect you from not hugging Bartel trolls. JP is your best friend and your worst enemy at the same time. Yeah, I have a video that I've been... Hanshel said... I keep fucking that shit up. Hanshel said, Shai, did you meet Menchito went for life? I got a whole video, edited video from a live stream that I'm trying to drop about that. I've uploaded it twice, and 2 times YouTube has demonetized it. So I got to keep deleting words. All right, keep cutting out words and censoring myself until YouTube deems it something, worthy of going out. You know what I mean? Let's get it. CJ&G video attempts to distance themselves from the Izaguirre Ranch cremations. In a 4-minute video posted to social media, alleged members of the CJ&G rejected the allegations that the Izaguirre Ranch in Tuchitlan had functioned as a clandestine extermination center, forced recruitment camp, and or crematorium. The video also accused the search groups and media of manipulating the facts surrounding the ranch and activities there. All right. So now we got propaganda back and forth between the news outlets and these bartels. The Barbie disappeared in the federal roster. Yeah, he lost in the sauce in there. He's in there though. Call me Munna. My nickname instead. Munna's good. All right, Munna. Sound like money. All right, Munna. I'm gonna remember that. Let's get it. In the message, the alleged spokesperson recalled that federal forces secured the property on September 18, 2024 as a result of a pursuit that ended with the release of 2 prisoners. The property was then protected and analyzed according to them, without finding any clues or evidence of extermination camp, and they're closing the investigation considering everything was closed. That was strange. See, we're in a time where you gotta pick whose lie is better, the criminal's lie or the media's lie. That's where we at in the world. You know what I mean? Let's see. Regarding the most recent discovery made on March 8, 2025, they point out that a group of searching mothers supported... Oh, this is what Shannon was talking about. Regarding the most recent discovery made on March 8, 2025, they point out that a group of searching mothers supported by someone and with information of dubious origin completely contradicts the evidence found 6 months earlier by federal agents. That a group of... So they're blaming it on the searching mothers, that the searching mothers are pointing the finger at them for bullshit. Yo. Let's see. Regarding the recent discovery of March 8, 2025, they point out that a group of searching mothers supported by someone and with information of dubious origin completely contradicts the evidence found 6 months earlier by federal agents. Well, guess what, bro? If y'all could be dishonest and dirty, I think these mothers could play dirty to get what the fuck they want too. If I'm a mother of a child that was lost to this, I'll lie on you. Fine. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. They play cartel games, bartel games. They're reporting the discovery of an extermination camp, a forced recruitment camp where they held more than 250 snatched people and an equal number of snatchers. What did they find? How much did they find? They found nothing, the armed man shouts. With what authority did the group of search mothers intervene, or on what grounds did they enter a secured property? Oh, man, they're mad. CJ&J is scolding the moms. Who let you in that closed-down facility? All right. Mona said, Mika's pure chapiza. Luis, Joan, Oscar, pure maíza. It's crazy. I'm pure no mames. All right, Shia for mayor. I said that on the song. Salutes. Primo, I'm just here to say I missed the past couple lives, but 2 days ago, Jonathan Pantoja was on El Boldo Live geeking and even sent money. What's up with that loyalty? He's absolutely allowed to go over there. What's up with you coming over here starting shit? Don't make me put you in the fucking basket. He has every right to be over there, same way he has every right at Section 8. And if I recall correctly, I may have been the dude that inspired and sent him to both. All right? So, what the fuck were you doing over there, Primo? Huh? Where's your loyalty at? Sound like you was over there nut hugging in the chat your damn self, huh? No mamas.
No mamas, wait.
So, watch your tone. JP be at your fucking head. Salutes. All right? Welcome. Journalists say that they have inside info. That's what everyone says. That's all bullshit. Shout out young Jizzle on the check-in. If he was a female, if you were a female, you'd be you'd be cheating and you'd be a double agent. So, watch your mouth. Eye for an eye, HG. Yeah, right. Like the mothers got some routes. You know what I'm saying? If they gotta pull it, they gotta pull it. Shout out Shannon, found it. Yeah, that's it. It's weird for them to say that when they control the area, they control the government and what comes out. I'm not sure the details of how many of those people were missing in the same time frame. I don't know, dog, but they're pointing their finger at the moms right now, like, hey, shut up. How'd you get in there? Oh, shit. Young Jizzle, you hear that shit? Joe Soy La Verga. Where's the Mayate Zambada, a.k.a. Donald Wayne the Wayne? Watch your tone in here. Joe Soy La Verga. Tú eres la verga. For real, vales verga. But watch that word around here. Don't use that word around here. I don't know. I know that word is a derogatory word. Don't use that word around here. That one, cool, but, now you got your warning. I don't know if you needed that warning, but, Who's your favorite Bartel boss? Who are you talking to? If you're asking me, it's a stupid question. Seen some guy saying that it wasn't CJ&G that made that video. That's what I'm saying. Everybody's bullshitting. You got to pick whose bullshit lie you believe most. Who's under those hoods? Is it CJ&G? If not, who is it? I don't know. Let's look.
Buenas tardes. Soy miembro activo del Cartel Jalisco Nueva Generación.
This shit is some that word mayate, verga. Mayate, man. Ain't that some ain't that some racist against black shit? I don't like that word. Don't use that word in here. Last thing I like is a racist Latino. If you're not that, I don't wanna put that jacket on you. But that word right there, using that shit might make me look soft to you or whatever the fuck you think, but I don't like it. So, but salutes to you. It's the first time I see you here. All right, I'm gonna call you Joe from now on. But derogatory, not acceptable. Yeah, so you kind of played yourself. So, like, it depends how much your ideologies, feel to you. You can stick around if you just thought that you was going to run into a whole bunch of racist Latinos in here. Oh, you said Maito. No, that said Mayate. That's what that say right there, dog. Where's the Mayate Zambada, a.k.a. Donald Wayne? And you're talking about Primo, and I'm not going to let you talk about him like that either. So, so that shit don't work out over here, Joe. Lo cagaste.
Yo vivo tranquila con los pelos en la casa.
I am live, Cervantes Stewart. All right? So, you could apologize, but you weren't saying Maito. Now you're lying to me, so I think we'll give you 24 hours. I hate giving first-timers 24 hours. I know you came in meaning well. All right, let's hope this changes who you are as a man, But, you gotta watch your fucking mouth around here. I don't play that shit. Hey, bro, first time catching live, but I seen some of your videos. Salute. Shout out Eddie Gonzalez on the check-in. Appreciate you. Thank you for checking us out. Make sure you hit the like button when you do. Yo, this shit is hilarious. This look like some Saturday Night Live shit. Look, pull out all the big guns. They say it might be the Mexican military. I wouldn't doubt it. You know why, Velez? This video and these guys look like the cops that want to dress like crackheads and walk up to you, on the street talking about, can I get some crack rocks, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they look like in this shit. Pull out the big fucking rocket launchers. Everybody get your Oakland mask. It could be. Shy, I hate the Apex. I think the UFC should remove the Apex. Off topic, but yes, I agree. All cartels deal with police, which is quite unbelievable, but that's how rug trade is at that level. Feel sorry for the good people of Mexico who've had to put up with the evil that comes with it. Well, they're the only ones that suffer. They're the only ones that suffer. All right, he's gone, so cool. So he hasn't responded. Oh, here we go. My fucking mouth. Fuck out of here, my ate lovers. You're a mamabicho. Well, we're going to hide you forever, and we hope that your daughter finds the biggest, blackest man to give you grandchildren with, all right? Somebody banned him for life. La verdad es, tú eres la verga, verga muy chiquita. Bien, what's the word? Bien mamahuevo, all right? Lo cagaste.
Tranquila con los pelos presos en la casa. Cállate, hijo, papá.
¿Qué? Lo cagaste.
Y la cagó, mira, hizo.
Así lo hizo. No mama's way.
No mommy's way.
And go get your fucking shine box.
Go home and get your fucking shine box.
All right? All right? May your daughter have a Puerto Rican child, a black child. May your daughter have an Asian child. All right? All of the above. JP, you got him out of here forever, for life. All right.
You don't want no problems.
Put him in a fucking bench, man.
Adiós, pendejo.
Beautiful. We don't play that racist shit over here. If you're a racist Latino, shame on you. Bien pendejo que eres. But you see how he tried to lie, and then when we saw through his lie, he came out and was like, fuck all of you lovers and this and this and that. That's that also shit. When you see through their shit, they come with the other angle. If that don't work, then they call you soft. It's like, y'all pussy. One or another, worst Mexican government of all time. I don't know about that. I don't know about the politics. We skip me with the politics there. What just happened? Eddie Gonzalez, what just happened? What just happened is we got dude the fuck out of here for using racist vocabulary up in this motherfucker. I don't play the racist shit. Just fuck around trying to start shit, Primo. Oh, I see you, JP, but JP can fuck around too and give you like a whole 10 minutes to sit your ass down somewhere, Primo. Salutes. No, bro, they would never take a chance because then they would come out right away and say that that wasn't them. The fact that the CJNG hasn't said nothing says everything. They would never take it. So So if the military did it, CJNG would come out and say that video is bullshit. You right.
La razón del video es esclarecer los hechos basados en la realidad, en tiempo y forma. El 18 de septiembre del 2024 aseguran el rancho Izaguirre como resultado de una persecución donde se dan 2 privaciones ilegales de la libertad. Resguardan y analizan el predio sin encontrar indicios o pruebas del caso.
I just think these press conferences are fucking funny. But they're offended, bro. They said that they didn't have no crematoriums. That's not their shit. That the mothers are making it up. Maybe the mothers are. Hit the like button, y'all. This shit is out of pocket. Shit been stuck at 36 forever. We have 50 concurrent viewers. Hit that like button. Help this channel grow. Shy, why does Jonathan Mitchell only have liars on his pod? Does he like to get lied to? I don't know, man. I have good jokes. I can't say the good jokes because then people be like, Shy, why disrespect? Well, because this is my reaction, my natural reaction. All right? Let's get lied to. We don't play United. That was dope. Nah, I don't play that shit. He had his chance to walk it back. Right? But, I've known a racist Mexican dude who had a child of his with a black woman. Despicable. What's up with the Mencho? Is he unalive? Does anyone know for sure? Or is the legend growing? Who knows? Isn't the Barbie locked up for over 40 years in jail? Yeah, he'll be in there for a long time. They don't know exactly where, but he's somewhere. Hit the like button. Salutes. Yeah, so these press conferences are funny, but they're defending themselves. It wasn't us. The mothers are lying.
El campo de exterminio. Y dejan la investigación dando todo por terminado. El 8 de marzo del 2025, un grupo de madres buscadoras, respaldadas por no sé quién.
he said a bunch of mothers searching backed up by I don't know who. It's just pretty hilarious, but we read that already. No need to look at that again. All right, we made it through the story, I believe. Let me see. No, we didn't. Shit's funny. Hold on. Shout out Munna. He said you and Oakland are the only one, the only YT channel with real narco content. Salute. Fool. Let's see. With what authority did the group of search mothers intervene, and on what grounds did they enter a secure property? Their duty was to notify the competent authority, and what they did was plant and create a horror film to cause a stir on social media. What are they hiding? Who's backing them? Why are they trying to harm the Jalisco Nuevo Generacion Cartel with lies and fabricated baseless stories, he asserts. The spokesperson acknowledged that they do belong to organized crime, but emphasized that they abide by internal codes. He affirmed that they are also fathers, sons, brothers, and husbands, and that they understand the pain of the families of missing persons. However, he considered that this is not an appropriate way to address the situation or to distort reality. They have the right to do what they want if they feel like you took their family. Again, like HG said, they on some eye for an eye shit. You lie, I lie. Crematoriums. You know what I mean? It was you. Referring to the security situation in the region, he maintained that Jalisco is calm, with no snatchings or homicides in rural communities, and questioned whether the government is trying to create a scenario like that in Sinaloa, where he says social peace has been broken and many people have had to immigrate to live in safe conditions. One second. All right. Let's see. All right, let's get it. My bad. I didn't let y'all see this shit. Boom. We've been here 2 hours. Salutes. Hunters up in the chat for y'all. You see how much more pleasant it is in here when there's not somebody just trying to derail? And even the people that are off topic, how I answer them, and I answer them respectfully. You see how that works? How much more pleasant of a show we get than a motherfucker that come in here swinging off nuts like a wrecking ball. I gotta get the wrecking. Whenever the nut huggers come in, I gotta play that. I came in like a wrecking ball. That finding doesn't make the government or cartel look right. Trying to cause disruption and create a bad look on the mothers looking for the missing. Yeah, that's what they doing, dog. That's what they doing. These moms are lying, bro. Hit the like button, y'all. Let's get to 40. Question whether the government is trying to create a scenario in Sinaloa where he says social peace has been broken and many people have had to immigrate to live in safe conditions. He also expressed an apology for displaying weapons in the video and asserted that it was not intended to intimidate, what is there for, but rather to refute the false testimonies that according to him have been spread against the cartel led by Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes El Mencho. What? How does that even make sense? How's that a thing? How is that a thing? Regarding the allegations of forced recruitment, he ironically discussed the logic behind such claims and asked if he and his companions were considered kidnapped, arguing that no one would hand a weapon to someone deprived of their liberty. I mean, how do we know we don't got empty weapons back there? Again, it's all bullshit. I believe that they try to keep the code, but they break it whenever they want, and those are just examples. I'm going to tell you why they're doing that, because they see Donald Trump is not playing. Why they're refuting and saying the mothers are lying, because they see Trump ain't playing. They don't want to be on that plane. So they're saying they're only carrying hammers in their video just so that people know that they're not snatched up being forced to say something. That anybody being forced to say something wouldn't be handed a hammer. I mean, nobody, them hammers, I ain't see y'all, did they bust off? Bust off. Regarding the allegations of forced recruitment, he ironically discussed the logic behind such claims and asked if he and his companions were considered snatched, arguing that no one would hand a weapon to some... Okay, I read that already. Deprived of their liberty. He concluded his message by asserting his continued involvement in the criminal group out of conviction and asserted that as a society, we have lost our values and principles. We are organized crime, he said, but you seek to cause astonishment and panic with something that happens every day. He asserted that they serve the people and remain with them. Stop, bro.
No mommy's wait.
That is a bunch of horse shit if I've ever heard it, man. Bunch of horse shit. Journalists, which were being called out for amplifying and manipulating facts, responded to the video, calling it an attempt to discredit the mothers who are searching, a threat to the mothers who are searching, and a confirmation of the rug piece in Jalisco. There are all kinds of interpretations of this very strange CJNG video about Tuchiclan, journalist Oscar Valderas said on social media. The search group maintains that the ranch was allegedly used by a criminal group as a forced recruitment center where young people recruited through deception were forced to train and in some cases unalived. According to witness accounts, the disappearances were linked to false job offers and forced recruitment. The empty land plot in 2011. Damn, shit look like a tile on a bathroom shower somewhere. The hammers they hand to the snatched up ones aren't loaded. That's what I'm saying. Did you know the federal government gave the order to unalive Barbie, but Barbie surrendered? They also told him to run so they could. I think they did tell him to run. He was like, "No, I need water. Thirsty." Like Johnny Mitchell had a renegade media saying he was an NF general. No, he wasn't. My friend was a Cat 3 right under the generals. Land taken by force in 2012. One of the possible reasons the ranch is just now being exposed and searched after the raid on the camp last year is that it just recently showed up in a land registry paperwork in the beginning of 2025. According to the previous and last registered owner of the land, it was taken from his family by force over a decade ago and largely forgotten about until the local government reached him to pay property taxes. They called Buddy to pay property taxes on the land that got snatched from him that was being used as a training camp for Cartel. It's crazy. They get all that money but do what they're supposed to do and help their community like Pablo Costa. They don't help shit. They don't help their community. They eat their community. They don't help shit. All right? No helping nothing. Hold on, I gotta go back and see if JP clapped back at Primo at all. Let me see. I know Primo was already copping pleas. Let's see. Primo, loyalty over royalty. I was there last night as well showing love, and Borlo was here earlier in the live. Yeah, Primo, JP just been dropping bombs on motherfuckers all day today, man. Been on this stone cold shit, man, all day. All right, so boom, the man got hit up for the property taxes and was like, yeah, that used to be my shit. In news interviews, Don Genaro Ramirez is the name given to the former owner of the plot to protect his identity. In 2012, a pair of men arrived at the home of Don Genaro where he, his wife, and his daughter were. The CJNG threatened to harm the owner's daughter if he didn't sell the plot of land where the extermination camp would later be located. According to the story widely known by the residents of La Estanzuela de Tuchiclan, one of the men took the young woman and warned that if they did not do business with them, they would harm her. Don Gennaro says that the men who spoke with him were not armed, but there was no need to be, judging by the manner and authority with which they spoke to him, said one of the locals. Ranch registered in 2025. Let me see something. How far? Okay, we're right here. Journalist Esteban David Rodriguez points out that it was not until this year that Don Gennaro and his family were contacted about the property because the city council required the payment of the property tax for the plot. This meant one thing: the ranch had passed to the status of full ownership. In other words, it became private property. The property appeared registered as private property in the Tuchiclan Municipal Land Registry with no information about who completed the paperwork, residents say. Although someone had to have registered it in the land registry of Tuchiclan City Council, it was not Don Gennaro or any members of his family. The journalist points out that for this procedure to be carried out, approval must be obtained from the Communal Land Assembly. A formal application must be submitted to the Secretariat of Agrarian, Territorial, and Urban Development in the National Agrarian Registry. Shineball's action against missing persons. Following the Tuchiclan camp news in Jalisco, President Claudia Sheinbaum outlined 6 reform initiatives, including strengthening the National Search Commission, equating the crime of disappearance with kidnapping, creating a single database of forensic information, incorporating immediate investigative searches without 72-hour waiting period. Too many people go missing in Mexico for them to pretend that they're doing anything. Equating the crime with disappearance, you have to assume with a disappearance that there's a snatching at this point. Creating a single database, yeah, do something. Between October 2023 and March 2025, collectors have reported at least 6 similar sites in Jalisco, allegedly used by criminal groups in recruitment and elimination purposes. Find these places, these active places, and shut this shit the fuck down. All that money, Shah, do you know the YouTube channel La Saga? Sounds familiar. I don't know, but put me up on it. I'll go check it out. Jalisco is the state with the most missing persons, 14,963 out of a national total of 124,059, according to official figures. Nationally, more than 72,000 bodies remain unidentified in forensic services. In 2023, Jalisco State reported 137,100 crimes with only 798 prosecutors investigating them. Rest in peace. All right, thank you to everybody that hit the like button. Salutes to my members. Salutes to my donators. Salutes to my haters. Salutes to my friends. Salutes to the ones that want me to win. And no mamas to everybody else. But boom, I wanted to talk about that quickly. Yo, that Barbie interview was a big-ass waste of time, bro. Just a way for the kid to put his name in the mix. All right, boom. So these guys are saying, hey, wasn't us. Those aren't our camps. There's not just one camp, bro. There's multiple camps. So I don't know what you guys are talking about. All right? I'll make sure I drop that video in the Discord. Let's see.
Información de dudosa procedencia contradicen en un 100%.
Can't even get there through here. She's whack. All right, man. I want to get to this story. This story came up on my radar last night, like 4 a.m. It has all of the things that a good story has. It has it has terror, right? Action, escape, a whole bunch of things. Ran into a story last night. Couldn't find. I don't think that it's very necessary. They give us all the body cam and information we need right here. Shout out Law and Crime Network. Evil stepmom held son captive for 20 years. I don't know how recent this is. This was February 17th. This happened. And basically, I'm gonna let them tell the story, but since I'm gonna let them tell the story, but basically the kid saved himself. This might have been his last effort to get himself out of there, and he did it. And I want you to understand something, that this could be anywhere. This can happen anywhere. It's happening in Mexico. It's happening in the United States. Happening in Chicago, LA. You might have walked past a house today where somebody is in there trapped. All right? Evil stepmom held son captive for 20 years. Let's get it. Hold on. Let me
Who else is in the house?
Let me get JP real quick. Shai, do you know who Gabriel Valenzuela is? If not, check his story out. It's dope. I can't remember all this. Are you in the Discord? I gotta find you in the Discord. It helps because y'all can put in the suggestions. Shai, can I play my song since you ain't let me do it yesterday due to the premiere?
Mono con los ojos tapados.
Yeah, at the end. Yeah, because I might get clapped for. I get clapped for music that's playing in the background in some of these videos. It's crazy. So go right ahead, sir.
Who else is in the house? Who else is in here?
My stepson is in here.
Who else is in the house? Who else is in here?
My stepson is in here.
She gives off typical crazy Karen vibes. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. She gives me, not in the Discord, add me. Yeah, here's the, do you have, download Discord, and here's our Discord invite right here. Yeah, we share a lot of information in the Discord, and it helps me keep things in one place. I'm going to reorganize things, make it a little bit easier in there too, but, boom, there's the Discord link. Again, to all the new people here, we got mad playlists. We got the tragic death of Zach TV1, and we got our true crime playlist. We got hundreds of videos on there. Boom, I'll drop those in there. We got Cartel Wives and Surviving El Chapo reactions. I'll drop that in there. We got exclusives with the Flores twins. All right, this channel is jam-packed with a lot of good stuff, so make us your destination during the day, all right? And I'm thinking I might have to create a channel just for body cams and true crime and make this channel specifically the Il Cartel channel. I cover so many things, and on these live streams we cover so many things, but when I make the uploaded videos, the body cams don't work as much as the cartel stuff, so that affects the algorithm. So I may have to make a true crime channel, Il Crimes all by itself, rather than, and make this channel the Il Cartel. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I know it sounds like a lot of channels, but it's necessary. But all the live streams will stay in one place, in the same place. It's just the edited versions won't. Boom, you got Flores Twins exclusives, all right? And that's it. We got some other channels, but we'll get to those later. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. This crazy lady is wilding right here. Okay? She got Karen vibes. This just happened in February. Let's get it.
She might be acting like she allegedly cares in the slightest about her stepson in this body cam video. But this woman is accused of a crime that not even veteran law enforcement can comprehend.
33 years of law enforcement. This is the worst treatment of humanity that I've ever witnessed.
She allegedly kept her stepson trapped inside this home for 20 years.
You've been said what, JP? That I should just have a true crime channel? Yeah, but I had to wait and try things and see if it will work itself out. Because you see, I separated everything else. I thought the true crime, because here's the problem. Sometimes I'll drop a true crime video and that shit'll get mad views, and it's like, okay, I might be missing the boat, but I'm just going to do it. It is what it is.
Can comprehend.
33 years of law enforcement. This is the worst treatment of humanity that I've ever witnessed.
She allegedly kept her stepson trapped inside this home for 20 years. When rescued, he weighed just under 70 pounds and was 32 years old. Now she is under arrest, and there are major questions about the failures that would allow this to happen.
Look at that lovely. That lovely looking wild right there, boy. She looked like she'll trap your ass for 20 years. Huh? That's some horror movie shit.
We're on the case presented by Law and Crime. I'm Chris Stewart.
Shout out Chris Stewart. They gonna clap me for that right there.
It is hard to come to grips with what police say happened inside this home. You see this picture here. This is in Waterbury, Connecticut. Firefighters responded to a call here for a fire on February 17th. Inside that house, they found much more than just flames and smoke. They say they found a terrifying story of abuse and neglect, and they say this woman...
Oh, but as you can see, JP, I've already had, what? Head kicks, ill films, for beginners. That's already 3. Again, we were getting close to 10K. I wanted to wait to get to 10K. We close to 10K. But you know, adding another one is still another thing. You know, so I'm gonna switch it up. So you're right. If it was your idea, you're right. I'm gonna switch it up. By the way, some of them links don't work. Really? Disgusting. All right, I'll figure it out. I thought your child is your property. At what point is it no longer a child, Eddie Gonzalez?
Woman is allegedly responsible. This is Kimberly Sullivan. Here she is in custody. Police say that she held her stepson captive for 2 decades inside that home. Police say the man was kept in his room for 22 to 24 hours a day. Before I get into any more of the disturbing details of what allegedly happened in this home, let me lay out the timeline of the night that authorities responded to this fire. Let's begin with the 911 call that we just received.
Oh my God. 2 Blake Street.
What's the address?
Please hurry. It's 2 Blake Street. There's a fire.
Okay.
Oh my God. There's a fire. Sorry.
Ma'am, what's
2
on
Blake
fire?
Street. The TV. I don't know. My son. His stepson is in his room, and I don't know. He did something with the TV.
Okay, so is your child always gonna be your child enough to lock them in the bathroom for 20 years because they're your property? They can't get out. He can't leave. Sounding crazy right now, Eddie Gonzalez. What you talking about?
I fell asleep. See flames or smoke?
Yes, come on, Steph, come on.
Okay, can you get...
Yes, we need an ambulance, please.
Okay.
Please, we need an ambulance.
Ma'am, all right, you said something's on fire and now you need an ambulance. What's going on there?
Yes, his room, the TV in his room.
Did he get injured? Is he on fire?
Yes, he's injured. Please, send the ambulance.
Ma'am, I'm going to send the ambulance. I need to know what's going on and why they're going down there. Where is he injured?
I don't know. He's kind of, I don't know. He's kind of passed out. He's out of it. Please.
Okay, what's your phone number just in case we need to give you a call back?
Please.
Okay, is the fire out, ma'am?
No, it's not. Please. I'm trying to.
I understand, ma'am. I'm trying to get information on what's going on there.
Oh, my God. It's like all the power in the house is out. I don't know if it's blew a fuse.
Okay, ma'am. Just get out of the house, okay?
Yes, I'm going to call my daughter.
All right.
Oh, my God.
Here's the newly released body cam video of what authorities found when they arrived.
Come over here. Go down the road. Come on. Come down. Come down.
Come on, down.
Who else is in the house? Who else is in here?
My stepson is in here.
How many
I'm
other
trying to
people?
help him out.
Listen,
That's it. I have 2 cats.
Everybody's out?
Yes.
But your stepson's still inside?
Yeah, he's right here.
Okay,
yes.
come out. Come down the road. Come on. Come on. It's not safe to stay here. Come on.
All right, here he is.
Felipe? Who the fuck is Felipe? Who you got?
All right, my dog is shaking.
My dog is shaking. Being held as part of human trafficking, Appleton is the #1 most cases in Wisconsin. Can happen anywhere. Is that where they're at? Where were they? I didn't think about that. That's your stepson, so it's not even her son. That's wild. Also, even it is her own son, that would be wild. Also, I was like, what the fuck? You like, I thought our kids were property, bro. Kids, I don't know. Make me send a wellness fucking check over there, bro. How your kids doing, all right? Yeah, kids are property, but goddamn, you gotta let them go. 20 minutes from you, huh? That's where she's at? That's where she did this? Being held as part of a human trafficking, Appleton is being held as part of human trafficking. Appleton is the #1 most cases in Wisconsin. Can happen anywhere, man.
That's true. 87.
My dog is shaking.
Victim.
Okay.
Come on.
My
80
dog
seconds
is,
right here. Come on. I know. Come on.
My dog.
You're seeing it. Got one victim right here. I need to stay over here.
They're carrying the boy. He's limp from what they think is the fire.
What you just saw there at the end of the video was the victim, the stepson, being taken to the hospital. According to the arrest warrant affidavit, a Waterbury police officer described the stepson, known as male victim 1, or as we will call him, MV1, as emaciated. His hair matted and unkempt, was very dirty, and his teeth all appear to be rotten. Days later, in the hospital, MV1 would speak with police officers and give details of what he says life was like over the last 20 years. Before I go into the details of that, here's what the Waterbury police chief said about what you're about to hear. This video is from the news conference courtesy of WVIT-TV in Connecticut.
Because frankly...
Oh, they're going to get to it, Eddie. I heard him mention they're going to get to it.
What was being reported was unfathomable to us at that point in time.
Monday.com, the opposite of any work platform we tried in the past. We tried other work management platforms, not naming names.
Through those investigative meetings and through search warrants, we were able to seize physical evidence and conduct interviews
Thank you, JP. I gotta fix those links. I guess YouTube outlawed the make the links shorter, them tiny links. So thank you for pointing that out. I would have never noticed. Appreciate you.
Pick up some more information that corroborated the victim's story.
This is the Law and Crime Legal Alert. Did you know that children are being diagnosed with serious conditions like type 2 diabetes, up to diabetes, and the 2004 when he would have been a victim for? According to the affidavit, the male victim told police he was pulled out of public school in 2004 when he would have been around 12 years old. When asked about his earliest memories, MV1 said he would sneak out of his room at night to eat and drink, and when it was discovered that he was doing that, he was locked in his room. He recalled drinking from a toilet because he was only getting 2 cups of water a day. MV1 detailed a life being allegedly held captive in this home by Kimberly Sullivan, who allegedly locked him in his room and would only let him out to do chores. Anytime he would be let out and be around someone, he wouldn't speak about what his life was like inside the home out of fear of being locked down even longer. Police say MV1's dad lived in the house until he died in January 2024 and he was confined to a wheelchair. Then, MV1's captivity got allegedly more restrictive. MV1 said that he would have to go to the bathroom in a bottle and on newspaper. There are so many horrifying details in the arrest affidavit that we read through.
He was in there like a dog that was treated badly.
Then, MV1's captivity got allegedly more restrictive. MV1 said that he would have to go to the bathroom in a bottle and on newspaper. There are so many horrifying details in the arrest affidavit that we read through, but this part in particular stood out to me when you try to comprehend what this man says his life was like for 2 decades. MV1 says that he was occasionally allowed to watch TV on the weekends, and once he had a black and white TV in his room, but then that stopped working. He said he would listen to University of Connecticut basketball and NASCAR on the radio near his door to be able to keep track of what year it was. He said he wasn't allowed to have friends, and the only time he was ever allowed to have fun was Halloween. The last time he was allowed to go trick-or-treating, according to CNN, was when he was 12 years old, and his last costume was a firefighter. And that leads us to the fire that allegedly set him free. MV1 says he set the flames himself. He says that he used a lighter that he had taken from his now deceased father a year prior. And he used printer paper and hand sanitizer. He told police that he read that hand sanitizer was flammable. MV1 allegedly told Sullivan the fire started because his radio malfunctioned, and then she let him out of his room. But she also demanded that he wash his face before he escaped out of fear that firefighters might notice his appearance. Then the final line of that paragraph.
Bro, that shit could have gone bad for him. He could have cooked in that room. She could have left his ass in there.
Hit me in the chest when I read it. It states that he washed his face before he escaped out of fear that firefighters might notice.
She made him clean up. Boy, don't let him see you looking like that.
His appearance. Then the final line of that paragraph hit me in the chest when I read it. It states that MV1 said he laid on the floor with the fire in the house as smoke was going through the home, knowing that firefighters would be forced to get him, believing it was the only way out of his situation. Then he was taken to the hospital where he is now recovering and then had the conversation with police. According to the affidavit, MV1 stood at 5 foot 9 inches tall and weighed 68.9 pounds. He told detectives that he started the fire because, quote,
5'9", 68 pounds, bro. 68 pounds. It's crazy. 68 pounds. I smoked that. Shit.
I wanted my freedom. He did suffer smoke inhalation during the fire. He's considered to be in stable condition and is recovering at the hospital. While he's recovering, there are certainly a lot of questions about how this was allegedly able to happen and for so long. Waterbury police say the Department of Children and Families made 2 trips to MV1's house in 2004 after he was pulled out of school because there were concerns from the children and teachers at the school that something was going on. The Waterbury police chief said this about those visits in that news conference, this video from WVIT.
We're doing some background investigation. There are 2 incidents that we had within our computer system of dealing with that address and with the family back in 2005. One was a request from DCF to do a welfare check at the location because children that the victim was familiar with hadn't seen him and they were concerned about him. Officers went to the house. The house was clean. It was lived in. They spoke to the victim at that point in time, and there were no cause for any alarm or any conditions that existed that would have led officers to believe anything other than a normal childhood and a normal family existence was occurring. That was reported back to DCF, and that was the last that we were involved in that particular investigation. We were called back to the house in the latter part of April by the family, who wanted to file a harassment complaint against members of the school district, saying that they were continuously reporting them to DCF and felt that they were trying to get the family in trouble and have the family investigated. We have no further information about where that went, other than there was no proof provided by the family that there was any type of harassment that was occurring. You know, as far as the school district's concerned, we are looking at those records now. We're working with DCF to look at records that they may have from previous investigations, and that's part of the ongoing investigation.
DCF told WTNH in Connecticut that they have no records related to MV1 and his family. They said that in that state, records are expunged 5 years after reports of neglect or abuse are considered unsubstantiated. Now, you may also be wondering, what about other members of this family, about other people who are related to MV1? The New York Post spoke to the man's biological mom. The woman lives in Meriden, Connecticut, which is about 20 minutes from Waterbury, where her son was allegedly being held captive. She told the Post from outside her house, quote, "We are all trying to come to grips with this horror that my son had to endure."
Where'd you think he was all this time? How'd you think he was all this time?
And, quote,
shout out JP, says beyond egregious.
Mono con los ojos tapados.
Eddie Gonzalez said they need to lock her up with nothing but a cup to use the bathroom with.
He has family who love him so much and has never been forgotten about.
What?
The Post says the woman would not answer questions about why she didn't allegedly rescue her son.
Yeah, why she didn't rescue her son, and she need to shut the fuck up about how much people love him and this, that, and the other. Shut your stupid mouth.
From this abuse. As for the stepmom, here's Kimberly Sullivan appearing in court. She is now charged with assault in the first degree, kidnapping in the second degree, unlawful restraint in the first degree, cruelty to persons, and reckless endangerment in the first degree. Here is what her attorney said outside of court, this per CT Insider.
Absolutely.
Persons and reckless endangerment.
Biological mom don't give fact. She didn't give a shit. It doesn't matter to her. DCFS and these rules and protocols don't be failing too many innocent children. Let me ask y'all something. All you political nut huggers, right? All you wrecking ballers, all of this money that our government throws all over the place, wouldn't you think you put mad bread into the DCFS? Pay those people real good to make sure that these kids are being, taken care of? Wouldn't you put all the money there? Instead, they're busted. They got hired buster-ass people. It's all bullshit. They don't give a fuck. They give as much a fuck as the biological mother did. And this crazy bug-eyed bitch. All right, why'd they even interview the mom? It's fucking horse shit. They needed something, all right?
In the first degree. Here is what her attorney said outside of court, this per CT Insider.
Absolutely. Yeah, so she completely maintains her innocence. From our perspective, these allegations are not true. They are outlandish. I mean, she was blown away when she heard these allegations. She's adamant they are not true. This did not happen, and we look forward to being able to vindicate her and show that she's done nothing wrong.
Can you speak on, I guess, what your stance is, what she, I guess you say she's innocent, can you just kind of expand on that?
She's never locked him in a room. That is absolutely not true. He was not locked in a room. She did not restrain him in any way. She provided food. She provided shelter. She is blown away by these allegations. It is shocking, and what's more shocking.
Come on, man. Blown away by the allegations. You're talking about a 30-year-old. What they say he was 30 years old? A 30-year-old man weighing 68 pounds. Been trapped. Had to set the whole fucking house on fire just to get out of there. Shout out Papa the Stoner. What up, Shy? Hope everyone having a blessed day. Salute to you, sir. Airplane. Got him. Fernando said, I have no issue putting more money in schools, kids, and healthcare. I have no issue being taxed more, whether I send my kid to private school or not. But my point is that the government, and I wasn't talking about you. I don't know that you're one of the political nut huggers, but I'm saying, Fernando, my point is that they throw all this bread away everywhere and never to the places that need that bread to, for shit like this to happen, so that JP don't have to point out all the time, because that's what we point out all the time. DCFS fucking fails these people over and over and over and over and over again. You know what I mean? LV, I'm late. What I missed? I don't even remember. A whole bunch of shit. We talked about a whole bunch of shit. Now we're talking about a crazy bitch that had her stepson locked up for 20 years and he had to set the house on fire to get out of there.
Talking to me is someone.
That's movie shit right there, boy. He had some little hand sanitizer from the Brovid days, from the pandemic, and some paper and a little lighter, and boom, set that shit up.
Falsely accused of such a thing.
And you mentioned her husband passing away recently.
Correct.
Potentially someone who was
the biological father. Well, I mean, he was the biological father. He's the one that dictated how his son would be raised. We think as the evidence comes out, you will see that she's not the villain she's being made out to be. Absolutely not.
So, AKA, there was two villains involved in keeping this kid sequestered for 20 years. His biological father and his stepmother. His biological father passed away recently, like a year ago. So by the time the biological father passes away, this kid's emaciated and nothingness. He don't have the power to even fucking get out by that time and to leave. To crack her in her. I don't know why he didn't leave. I don't know how they kept him there. I'm just saying, for her to say, "Oh, the dad decided how he was gonna be raised," like, I don't know, man. Sounds like he's been stuck in there and you're starving him.
You mentioned that the allegations were being cooperated. How are the allegations being cooperated?
Well, the allegations seem to be based on the words of one individual and one individual alone. I did not see anything in the warrant to indicate any independent evidence to corroborate these allegations. So we'll see how they stand up at trial. I do anticipate a trial in this case. Given the shocking nature of the allegations.
Good luck, bro. Get that money.
She's done nothing wrong.
Where's the boy now? Where's the
I don't know. But my understanding, he's based on my review of the warrant. There was no other person to corroborate any of the claims that were made, and we'll, at the appropriate time, we'll get into the motivations and the credibility of any witness.
Sullivan was held on $300,000 bail, and she was able to post that. So she is free right now as this case continues, and her stepson...
She was able to post bail. He wasn't able to post bail for 20 years.
In the hospital. Her next court date is reportedly March 26th. The city of Waterbury and the community...
Sounds like the stepmom's not going to play the card that she's a victim to and was abused. The dad passed away the dad's passed away and you continued the abuse. Facts. One of the villains passed and she just kept on business as usual. And by then that kid was already, she can hold him there. Because it's already been 20 years of abuse. What do you think his muscles are made of? His body is made of? Nothing. That's a deep rabbit hole. Crazy.
You're now trying to help this stepson as he recovers in the hospital and faces a long path ahead when it comes to recovering from what allegedly took place. This is a GoFundMe page that the police department linked to on its Facebook page. It's being run by a nonprofit called Safe Haven of Greater Waterbury, and at the time of this recording, it has raised more than $90,000.
Oh, that's nice. Hook him up with some bread. They got to get him some therapy.
And at the time of
they got to get him some physical therapy. They got to get him a doctor. Given how long that man has been under those circumstances, he's still a kid. Papa, he's stuck there. He's stuck in that time. Guess what? All that money, whatever, it's going to be a while before he can live alone. I don't know how that's going to work, who it's going to work with. And hopefully nobody comes to take advantage of him for the rest of his fucking life. But that's rough. We are reaching out to help a Connecticut man who endured unimaginable hardship. For 20 years, he was held captive in a room subject to abuse, starvation, and neglect. He was rescued last month after courageously setting a fire to gain his freedom. This brave individual, now at 32, is 5'9" and 68 pounds and has been trapped in this horrific situation since he was just 11 years old. He had been deprived of basic medical and dental education, suffering both physically and mentally from abuse he endured. Yeah, man. Hey, but to have the fucking wherewithal to, after all those years, to figure out a plan that worked. Shit.
This recording, it has raised more than $90,000. Talk more now about a really difficult story is Marion Bracha, practice professor of law at Temple University and a former prosecutor. Thank you for taking the time to be with us. I know you in your career, you've worked some really difficult cases. What reaction did you have when you first learned about what police say happened inside this home for 20 years?
Salud.
Introducing Casting Networks Thrive, a new benefits and discounts program available to U.S.-based...
Yeah, because you're milking actors. That's why casting.
First reaction is it sounds like a house of horrors. It sounds like something out of a horror film. It sounds like something out of a Stephen King novel. It's almost something that doesn't seem real. But then when you hear the physical condition that the survivor was in, that the male victim was in, you know that it is all too real, and there is actually physical evidence of what he endured for all that time.
How common are, I know this, and we've heard from law enforcement that have said, the chief said in 33 years of his career, he's never seen something like this. But when you have cases where there is someone who's being held captive in a home, how common are these types of cases?
I can't say that a case like this comes down the pike every day. I can't say that this is a very common fact pattern that presents itself to prosecutors for consideration. There have been instances where I've seen and reviewed materials for captive-like cases like this in the past, but again, they're few and far between. And the thing to remember with any case involving a dependent person or with a vulnerable victim is that these crimes go on behind closed doors, in the dark, outside of public viewing. These are not what we call quote unquote street crimes that can be captured by surveillance or poll cameras or a police car that's driving by that happens upon a crime scene. These are things that happen really in the dark and are not often discovered by investigators or by the people who are best suited to help.
Police say that he was pulled out of school, public school, in 2004. And then he was, I guess, considered to be homeschooled at the time, and he just fell through the cracks along the way. How can we track somebody who is pulled out of school, but then it appears that there's no record whatsoever? I know DCF went to the house twice.
So they basically had a slave for 20 years. It's basically what they had going on. Because they said she let him out for chores. So he was just the do boy. All day in the house.
And said that at the time nothing seemed to be wrong. But how does someone fall through the cracks like this?
I think the only phrase to use there is administrative failure. Children, and especially...
More administrative failure. Come on, man.
Dependent children who are being homeschooled, children who are suspected of enduring abuse should not be able to fall through the cracks or have their cases closed by a cursory review. How does that happen? It happens with overburdened systems. It happens with overworked social workers and caseworkers. It happens when, quite frankly, there isn't the systemic priority placed on safeguarding the most vulnerable and potentially vulnerable victims of crimes and neglect like this.
Then reportedly in Connecticut, after 5 years, when there's a report of abuse, so in this case, a DCF social worker went to the house, found nothing in their mind at that point warranted any sort of charge or abuse, so it was considered unfounded. In Connecticut, those records are expunged after 5 years, so they don't exist anymore. How common are those laws, and what's the point of those laws?
I think laws and timeframes like that, time limits like that on archiving and on record keeping of certain reports is actually pretty common. And if you think about it, it's not just record keeping when it comes to social services, record keeping when it comes to child and youth protective services. Those time limits exist in almost every industry, in almost every facet of our society, even things like bank records or tax records, things like that.
Yeah, I guess Fernando's right. If there's nothing to report, that like she said, it's not a street crime, no surveillance, no suspicious activity. Shit's crazy. Kid just falls off the fucking map for 20 years. This ain't the first time again, there's been a lot of stories like this. There was a story, I believe, in Germany. A man had his daughter down there and had her in a basement for like 30 years or some shit like that.
Are pretty regularly expunged after a certain number of prescribed years. So unfortunately, I don't think this was any malfeasance. I don't think this was any wrongdoing. This sounds like something that was in line with the agency's policies regarding record keeping and the length of time that records are kept. But this is a fairly common practice. Again, not just in the social service realm, but in most facets of our society.
Is there a reason why, though, in this realm that they would do that? I think back in the day, you only have so much room for so much paper, in an archive room, and then now everything's digital. What's the reason that it would be expunged? Is it protecting someone who maybe was accused in a wrong way, and then they don't want to have that on their record if it was something that wasn't true? In this case, we'll see how the court case plays out.
Yeah, I think both of those considerations are at play when it comes to expunging these records. I think you're right that back in the day when these were paper records, there was physical limitation on storage of however many boxes or folders of information that a particular building or storage unit could hold. The same is somewhat true of our digital archives. There are only so many terabytes that exist in terms of our cloud storage or in terms of these agencies' storage. That's not making an excuse for it by any means, but that there is still that consideration of the storage space available for a forever maintenance of records. But I think you're also right that when someone is investigated or when someone is suspected of wrongdoing and they are cleared, there is a societal interest in clearing that person's name if there are no subsequent reports, if there are no follow-up concerns with that person's behavior or that person's care of a child or a dependent person. And so there is a privacy interest there in terms of.
Just as you finish one video, lots more briefs roll in.
Mamas.
Artlist helps
of clearing their name and not having records attributable to them for suspected wrongdoing ad infinitum, forever and always.
So if you were a prosecutor on this case going forward, what happens now? Because you have this, certainly the story that male victim one, told authorities. I mean, there's just...
Yeah, fuck is he lying about at 68 pounds and 32 years old and hasn't seen the light of day in fucking 20 years?
So many details of it that are just horrific. He himself is a piece of evidence just with the condition that he was in at the time.
Facts, like Shannon said. Explain the weight loss. He himself is a piece of evidence.
What are some of the pieces of evidence you would need as a prosecutor if you were to take this to trial?
So I think there are a few steps of the investigation that I'm sure that are underway and being considered as they proceed toward a prosecution. Number one, the personhood of male victim one has been deprived or jeopardized for all of these years. And so my number one priority as a prosecutor would be to safeguard that personhood, that autonomy, that decision-making and the respect and the dignity that is owed to this victim.
Man, what does the rest of his life look like, man? Better than the beginning, I guess. Fuck. The adjustment on that.
Make sure that he is participating meaningfully and willingly in the prosecution without having choices that are foisted upon him that aren't of his making. So I would make sure that he is really involved in the process and that his voice, his preferences, his needs are really heard and attended to moving forward, because obviously he's been through 20 years of having those needs and that voice completely disregarded. So he would be my central focus. There is, of course, the need to gather physical evidence. So I believe his physical condition, his physical state, as you mentioned, is an important piece of evidence. So documenting, photographing, recording how he is physically, his size, his weight, his physical and mental well-being currently after he was discovered after all of these years. And there's also physical documentation of the living conditions where he was for all of those years. The fact that there was plywood and a series of locks on his door. The fact that no one had seen him in.
I want to see what that house looks like inside. Gotta look crazy. But then again, how much of it burnt? You know what I mean?
Over many years, I would be going about the business of finding family members and interviewing them, asking them about their involvement with the family, with the defendant in this case, the caregiver, or the should have been caregiver, to find out when the family member's access was restricted to this male victim, when the last time they saw him, and what the circumstances of that, of seeing him were. So I'd really be trying to get a holistic view of this person's experiences and living situation, or I should say surviving situation over the past 20 years. And you piece that together with physical evidence, with documentary evidence, with photographic evidence, and certainly with narrative evidence of those closest to him or purportedly close to him or close to the family.
I look at her defense, and her attorney was pretty defiant outside of court, saying that she is
Yeah, he was. The attorney sound mad confident. Like, but he gonna milk this shit. You gonna get this bread.
Innocent, and we're going to prove this wrong. A lot of things that you would expect a defense attorney to say, especially early on in the case. I think one argument that she is going to make is that he could have left at any time. He didn't talk in the case about any sexual abuse. He said there was one instance of physical abuse. I think it was slapped years ago. He says that had happened. But other than that, it wasn't a physical abuse case. At least according to the arrest affidavit, he was allowed to go outside to do chores. And I think you could see the defense make an argument of, well, he could have left and sought help at any time if it was really that bad. As the prosecution, how do you push back on that if that's the way the defense wants to do?
So the pushback that I would seek as a prosecutor is to really focus on the psychological harm, which is not just something that exists in one's mind, as it were. It's not just something illusory or imagined. There are psychological and emotional factors that go into holding someone captive, that go into the kidnapping charge, which I think a lot of people hear kidnapping and they say, well, was he taken from one location to the next? Right. Was he taken across state lines? But there is a definition of kidnapping, which means to hold against one's will, to hold essentially captive for the purpose of exposing that person to serious bodily injury. And so the serious bodily injury in this case would have been the deprivation of food and water, the deprivation of medical services. That is the exposure to the serious bodily injury in this case. And so the pushback would be, sure, he was allowed outside to take the dog out or to attend to chores for a few minutes a day. But what about the psychological trauma that had gone on for decades before, and for all of those decades ongoing, that communicated to this male victim, one, if I leave or if I try to leave, is there a greater harm that will come to me than submitting or succumbing to this captivity? And so that is really something that needs to be explored and explained.
I guess that's how people be saying, oh, when I say about some of these women that I feel like were, implicit in being stuck in these relationships that they regret it later and they want to sue and this and that. And basically they're saying, the defense is going to say he could have walked away whenever he wanted to, but he was programmed and raised and groomed to know that there's consequences with what happens.
To the jury that holding this male victim captive for all of these years and the conditions that he was kept in really deprived him of the ability
And
to...
how nobody in all these years, I'm sure he's been emaciated a long time. I'm sure he's been malnourished for a long time, and nobody sees that there's usually a kid. He goes outside to do chores. I heard a neighbor, we're going to look up the neighbor. I heard a neighbor say he never even saw a kid. Thought there was just a woman there. Well, how long you lived there, bro? Because apparently they've been there 20 years.
Make that choice, the ability to say, well, I'm just going to walk away from this, because in a victim's mind like this, that choice just doesn't exist.
I imagine too for the defense, and I don't envy the job of a defense attorney in this case, because it's there's such you're pushing back on a story that is just, it's so horrific. And I imagine if this arrest affidavit was put up in court where they're talking about how he listened to UConn basketball games so he was able to understand what year it was, that would be really effective to a jury. How else do you see the defense potentially pushing back on the horrific allegations that are being made against their client?
Well, unfortunately, aside from the condition, the physical condition of the victim, so the fact that he was in his 30s and weighed only 70 pounds, and the fact of his living situation, the fact that there was the plywood across the door and the locks on the door, I could imagine a defense putting forward a story or a version that perhaps the danger was coming from the victim, and that these steps, these lockdown conditions that were put in place to keep him in captivity were actually put in place as a safety mechanism or a defense mechanism by the defendant. So I would anticipate the defense to explore and perhaps do some finger pointing to the victim, and to say that this is not someone who was safe. This is not someone who was physically or mentally reliable, and someone whom perhaps the defendant feared, and so she was acting out of self-preservation. I don't know if that would carry the day with a jury, but I could imagine a world where that is a potential defense.
Yeah, it's
Wait. What's the potential?
Safe. This is not something to the victim, and to say that this is not someone who was safe. This is not pointing to the floor, and perhaps do some finger pointing to the victim, and to say that this is not someone who was safe. This is not someone who was physically or mentally reliable, and someone whom perhaps the defendant feared, and so she was acting out of self-preservation. I don't know if that would carry the day with a jury, but I could imagine a world where that is a potential defense.
Yeah, it's again, it's a tough job. I think in that case, for everyone's innocent until proven guilty, but for defense attorneys in this case, she was given $300,000 bond. She was able to post that. What do you make of that part of this story?
In most jurisdictions where charges have no available bail, ordinarily that charge would be homicide. So in most jurisdictions, in most states, most criminal offenses do have a bail amount that is available to a charge. Remember that bail is not intended to be a punishment. Bail is intended.
With Monday.com's intuitive work management platform, you have the power, not IT, not admin,
to secure a defendant's presence and participation in the criminal case, in the prosecution. So if there is no indication that this person is a flight risk, if there's no indication that this person has previously left town or gone on the lam, the fact that she has private counsel is also something that is taken into consideration. She has already invested in her defense, so she is putting out evidence or an indication that she intends to fight this case, which also makes it more likely that she will appear in court. So the availability of bail is not a surprise to me, because there is fortunately no homicide charge here. But at the same time, there would be conditions attached to her bail, things like a stay away order. She will likely be ordered to have no contact with the male victim. She will certainly be instructed that she's not to have any contact or attempt any contact with other prosecution witnesses if there are family members who are sought to be interviewed or testify on behalf of male victim one. So there will be conditions attendant with that bail, but it's not a surprise to me that bail was set and that she was able to post her percentage of it.
And then just lastly, as we look at this story, and so often you hear about the missed red flags that were there. And in this case, you had DCF that in 2004, we don't know what the condition of the home was in 2004, but apparently it wasn't reaching the level that they needed to do something, though people were concerned about it. When you look at the system as a whole, what can be done just from your career and your experience? What can be done to prevent
nothing? Shit ain't never done.
And these cases where these red flags are missed from happening?
Well, my number one question would be, after 2004, when this person was still 11 years old and was ostensibly being homeschooled until the age that they could have declared emancipation or declared independence and left the situation of formal education, where was the state? Where was the oversight? Where was anyone making sure that homeschooling was actually being done, that he was being cared for, and that he was in a safe and if not loving, at least educational environment? I think if there had been some oversight in terms of what condition his homeschooling or his alleged homeschooling situation was, there could have been more eyes on his condition, and perhaps the sad state that he was surviving in would have come to light much, much sooner.
Yeah, it's a horrific story, and there's going to be a lot of questions that will continue on as this case and investigation continues as well. Marion Bradshaw, always great to have you on Law and Crime.
All right, shout out Law and Crime. I want to see what the neighbor had to say. Let's see.
Also new tonight, details are emerging in the Waterbury captivity case. A former classmate is sharing what the victim was like in school.
News 8 also obtaining video showing the moments before first responders rescued the man who set fire to his own home to escape, being held captive by his stepmother for decades. News 8's Jane Chaco is live in Waterbury with more. Jane.
We spoke with a woman who says she spent 4 years of elementary school with the victim. She recalls that time. She thought when he moved away, he just moved to another town. She was shocked to find out what really happened.
A lot of us went to Chase Park, right across from where he lived, and you wouldn't think that just a street over there was a kid locked in a room.
Ashley Sanchez remembers most of her classmates from the now closed Barnard Elementary School. She says one stood out, a boy who was always hungry.
I remember he would bring a lunch bag, but there wasn't really anything in there. So he's looking around and, you know, he sees us eating. And back then I was obsessed with like ham sandwiches and mustard. And I would just give him half, or I would just give him my lunch.
She says he had a smaller frame.
I stepped away for a second. What the fuck is she talking about? Mustard?
Barnard Elementary School. As remembers most over
right across from where he lived, and you wouldn't. A lot of us
moved to another town. She was shocked to find out what really happened.
A lot of us went to Chase Park, right across from where he lived, and you wouldn't think that just a street over there was a kid locked in a room.
Ashley Sanchez remembers most of her classmates from the now closed Barnard Elementary School. She says one stood out, a boy who was always hungry.
I remember he would bring a lunch bag, but there wasn't really anything in there. So he's looking around and, you know, he sees us eating. And back then I was obsessed with like ham sandwiches and mustard. And I would just give him half, or I would just give him my lunch.
She says he had a...
You were obsessed with, or that was lunch, motherfucker. You was doing better than him at that point, all right? Says on average, a domestic abuse partner that it takes 7 times of them leaving to break the cycle. After all that time, he has psychological scars. He is a different kind of person. No one in his family is going to claim to know anything about it. JP said child unalivings involving the Illinois DCFS increased by 40% in the last fiscal year. Crazy. 171 children with agency involvement who unalived in the fiscal year ended June 30th, 2022. That's up from 122 in 2021, and the highest number of child unalivings involving the agency record in 2 decades. Shameful, but we spending money everywhere. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. Let's get to 50. He's 68 pounds. And he's 68 pounds. What were they defending against? Who knows? What are they gonna defend against? Try to defend against. Yeah. Oh, that he was the problem. That defense that they would forget the fuck out of it. They wildin'. To move someone 15 feet equals kidnapping. The options she's stating are not realistic. It requires massive oversight, especially if there were no further reports. If there was more oversight, people would say the government is overstepping their right to parent. So there was a time where a parent can go to prison for their kid not going to school, but at what point does a parent pull a kid from school and tell everybody that they're going to homeschool, and meanwhile now it's just an opportunity for them to abuse the child this long, that long? I think there's extra oversight where there shouldn't be, and then there's undersight where there should be. They asked him if you were hungry. The police, he said, I'm hungry all the time, every moment of the day. I can only imagine. Shout out Uganda. I'm from Connecticut. Waterbury is nuts. Ham sandwich with mustard. Yeah, that's what she was eating. Shout out JP. Ham and jelly sandwiches. Ham and jelly together? You wildin'. Never heard that one. I must be new to that one. Salutes. Definitely new to that one. Get it.
Smaller frame than the other kids and never caused any trouble. Last week, his stepmother, Kimberly Sullivan, was arrested on 5 charges stemming from claims she held him captive and starved him, feeding him 2 sandwiches a day.
My heart instantly broke.
Police say the boy, now 30, which stemming from claims she held him captive and starved him, feeding him 2 sandwiches a day.
My heart instantly broke.
Police say the boy, now 32 years
Well,
old,
salutes to you for sharing, and I hope your story is true, young lady.
set fire to his home last month to escape captivity. News 8 obtained the 911 call made by Sullivan that night. The dispatcher asks her what's on fire.
The TV, I don't know. My son, a stepson, is in his room, and I don't know. He did something with the TV. I was sleeping. I fell asleep.
See flames or smoke?
Yes, come on, Steph, come on.
Okay, can you get...
Yes, we need an ambulance, please.
Okay.
Please, we need an ambulance.
Police body camera video shows first responders approaching Sullivan.
Stepson is in here.
And the victim being carried out by firefighters.
One victim right here.
Police say he suffered smoke inhalation but had other medical issues, rotten teeth, and malnourishment. Police and lawyers are combing through evidence, trying to find out what really happened inside the home. In the meantime, Sanchez has this message for her former schoolmate.
Many of his former classmates do still care for him. You know, we are hoping he pushes through and, hopefully he heals fully.
And as we've reported, Sullivan denies these claims that
everybody want to be on TV, boy.
Held him captive. Her lawyers tell us that he could have left the room or the house whenever he wanted to. Sullivan plans to plead not guilty to these charges, and she is expected in court again next Wednesday. Live in Waterbury.
Carried him out like a little kid. He looked like a little kid. He weighed less than a little kid. Shit.
In Narco, News 8.
Let's see what the neighbors talking about. Neighbors ain't seen nothing. Nobody seen nothing. Say nothing. What the fuck? Shout out Fernando. Fernando said, where is it? It's up here. Well, hold on. Let me go all the way up. Yeah. Fernando said, Shy, his name is Jose Fritzi from Australia. Kept her in a dungeon under the house. Got her pregnant. Weird part is they had another daughter who he treated good in a wife. That's the exact story. I remember when that happened. He reported her missing. Had her in a soundproof dungeon. They have a movie on it now. I haven't seen that. I'd like to see that. Piece of shit. Old demon motherfucker. Shy, Linda McMahon been filthy rich basically her entire life, and they're trying to put her as Secretary of Education or whatever. She isn't with paying teachers more than $60K and unalive in public schools. They're just throwing anybody in any position. You got to have that public school conversation with Old Soul. That's your fight. Not also Old Soul. That's your fight right there. He don't fuck with the teachers like that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. He has a reason to lie. Stepmom or the man. Who has a reason to lie? Dude, 68 pounds. How far can he go with those health conditions? And then we got there. All right. Our boy might have a future girl. Yeah, she might be waiting on him. Well, good. Give him a room because he's going to need it. But I don't know he want to be in a room. Give him open floor plan and, give him some tender loving care, some TLC. The mayor of Waterbury was federally indicted for having real young little girls. Oh, he's one of those motherfuckers, huh? Salutes. My 6-year-old weighs the same as him is crazy to me. That's crazy. That's crazy. 68-pound, 32-year-old man. Hold on, but I want to see the neighbor. Biological mother provides statement. She didn't say shit. She didn't say anything. I'm looking for the neighbor. Give me a sec. Shit is bananas. Talking about we going to trial. What? Okay. Hold on, let's see what the jerk-off lawyer got to say.
It's time to earn double points when you get treated with Juvederm filler and Botox Cosmetic at the same visit. Terms and conditions apply.
What started off as a house fire turned into a case that made national headlines. And for the first time, we're seeing body cam footage from the night first responders say a man was finally freed from captivity.
Who else is in the house? Who else is in here?
My stepson is in here.
How many other people?
In this newly released body cam footage, you can see Waterbury first responders talking to Kimberly Sullivan outside of her home on Blake Street. She can be heard asking about her cats that were possibly still in the home. First responders can also be seen carrying her 32-year-old stepson into an ambulance. Although his face was blurred in the footage, first responders say the man was emaciated and weighed only 68 pounds. Police say the man told them his stepmother held him captive for more than 20 years. The man told them he had to drink from a toilet and there was always a lock on the outside of his room. He told police he intentionally lit a fire in the home so he could finally be free. Despite the shocking accusations, Sullivan's attorney, Ioannis Kaloidis, says that his client is still presumed innocent and deserving of a fair trial.
I would just ask that people keep an open mind and let this case work its way through the court system and allow Miss Sullivan to get a fair trial.
Last week, Sullivan was released on $300,000 bond. She's facing a list of charges, including assault and kidnapping. Sullivan is due back in court on Wednesday, March 26th.
The lawyer's wilding. But I guess that's his job, right? His job is to wild the fuck out and and protect his client. Shout out JP. The Illinois Department of Children and Family Services takes in $1.5 billion with a B of Illinois taxpayer money each year. That's a big ass number. Fuck. It ain't enough because they talk about all the caseload and this and that. Like, what are we talking about? DCFS Inspector General released his annual report to the governor and the General Assembly on Wednesday, showing the total number of kids who were unalive on the DCFS radar wasn't 11 or 111. It was 171. Crazy. BS, he could leave at any time. Yeah, that ain't happening. My boy used to work home visits. Dude has a great heart, but had to quit because of how much it affected him. He started suffering from bad depression. I hear that story all too often. Not an easy job, which is why they got to throw that paper at it and throw the money on having supervisors on top of the shit. But you just got to make me president, man. I'll spend this shit in all the right places. Cut some corners where needs to be. These are just Google searches for within the last 2 or 4 years. Nah, they say enough. Trust me. They wildin'. 1.5 billion and all of these babies is losing their life. I'm still looking for this neighbor that never saw nobody and shit. Kim Sullivan, let me see. Neighbor. Let's see. Neighbor. Where's the neighbor? Because the neighbor was talking that I ain't never seen no boy there. Shit. Here he is. Found his ass. Waterbury neighbor.
Architecture and interior design? Find a 3D designer today. Fiverr. Start now.
Okay. What is your name?
Zephyr Guanera. Zeffery. Guanera, Guarnera.
And you live right next door to the house?
Correct.
And how long have you lived here?
I've lived here for about 4 years. I've known my wife for almost 10. So I've been coming here, knowing my wife for almost 10 years.
Okay. And did you know of anything, hear of anything next door?
Nope.
Did you ever see the woman, or you obviously never saw it?
So he been there 4 years. He been coming around there 10 years.
I saw the woman, coming in passing, but when I was asked about a son, I was shocked. I never even heard of or knew that there was a son until my stepdaughter.
So all these years that they got him doing shit outside, they don't see him. That they got him doing errands. This guy, yo, Shael, what are you crying about today? Your mother left me, man. I missed that bitch. That's what I'm crying about. What you crying about, pussy? Share it with us, since you want to take our attention off the stream. Since you want my attention, you got it. What's your day? What you crying about today, bitch? Before we get you out of here, because we putting you in the fucking bed. Put him in the fucking bed, you What you crying about today? Time I ain't been able to spend with your mama got me real sad today. It's a real gloomy day out here. I miss your mama. Sucia. Shout out for president. Also, for vice president, y'all Higgins better make something important like make me something important like DOJ or FBI. We got you, JP. You gonna run the shit. All right. You taking too long. This guy, hurry up, man. Tell me what you crying about, bitch. I already told you. I gave you my secret. I miss your mom. If I don't keep my shit together, I'm gonna miss your girl too. So I gotta keep her happy. No, you got nothing? All right, y'all. Put him in the fucking bathroom. North of mine. Come and get it on North of mine. Wrong address, but come and get it. Come and get it. Come out. Come to where I'm at and I'll come out. Huh? Bring your bitch with you and your mother. Huh? Bring your kids with you too so I can spit on them. Oh, Zoraida got him out of here. Huh? These guys do Google searches. They get the wrong address and they think that they know who they fucking with. Too bad they're, what's it called? Anonymous coward pussy bitches. You know what I mean? That guy been a bitch for a long time. He don't come get none. You could tell me what address you want me to meet you at, this guy or that guy, and you could bring all your guys with you. Just make sure you bring your mom and your bitch. All right? Make sure you bring your mom and your bitch. All right? And if you'd like to, go to the address that you think you got. See, it's the wrong place. See, your bitch ass don't go to jail for in the wrong place. Bet you he's like 20, 26 years old. He likes playing on phones and shit. He'd never get smacked in the mouth and not go tell somebody. I talking to him like Tyson back in the day, because these motherfuckers think they tough, man. You could never, dog. You could never. I'll give you the right address. On my dead homies, I'll give you the right place to come meet me. I'll give it to you if you want it that bad. I promise. Promise. So I love the teamwork. Salutes. Mike said, damn, what's going on? Nothing. I'm spitting on dude's bitch. His mom and his kids. He was 32 years old. Nah, he talking about a person. I'm talking about the dude talking crazy in the chat. All right, we done with that fucking I don't know what Zoraida gave him, but I trust she gave him something hefty. What you crying about today, Shy? Shut up, bitch. Why you on my nuts swinging like a wrecking ball, pussy? Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. If you want to keep talking to, and if you want to keep fake doxing and all that shit, there's a text-to-speech link up there. I'm sure JP can show you right where it's at. You know what I'm saying? And you can put your money where your twat is and say something slick. I'm thinking, what type of response do you expect when you come in and say a comment like that? Do you expect a comment about me missing his fucking puta madre? That's the kind of comment, you know?
Tell me the story about when she was sitting on the swing.
5 minutes? Oh, no. He get more than 5 minutes. But let him come back. Let him come back. So when you come back, you talk. Then we're going to get you the fuck out of here because I was about to hit the...
Put him in a fucking bedroom, Mike.
And he's going to get banned because he's doxing. You know, he's doxing somebody. He ain't doxing me. I'll dox me. I'll dox me. I'll do it. I'll give it to you. Right? And then I'll give it to you. Pussy. So, you know, let him come back. Let him talk his shit. Then we're going to get him the fuck out of here because dropping people's fucking addresses and shit, that's crazy. And run up, bitch. That's it. Easy.
And she saw a little boy up in the window. Or what she thought was...
Hey, talk about how the feds got the rolling 60 today in LA. Major arrest. I didn't see that. Did that happen? Really? Did they grab? Who they grab? Anybody of note? Did any of them have, I don't know, 3-letter first names with 1-letter last names? Shail, tell him what you really think. I mean, I think, his mother should be spit on. Shah 86 them. It was a double clap. Oh, the double bubble? he got, oh man, he got jumped on, boy. They jumped you. What a punk. He was in the bathroom.
Put him in a fucking bedroom, Mike.
Adios, pendejo.
Adios, pendejo. You could pay that $2 though and talk that shit, pussy. But bring your wife, your mom, your kids so I can spit on all of them. Here we go. The feds are active in LA. Upper Echelon said, Big U. I didn't say that. That's not what I said at all. No face keyboard warriors that like playing on phones and shit like that. That's cool. That's cool. I don't have a problem with that. I wouldn't have a problem if he would have got the right address. Saddens me that he got the wrong address, and I'm willing to give him the right address, but he want to believe his own information. I'll give you the right address. But you be going to an address that you don't know about, you fuck around and find out. I'll give you the right one. People who are not usuals and don't have pictures to their profile shouldn't be allowed to talk shit. That should be a rule right there. I like that one. People that are not usual suspects, and don't have pictures to their profile shouldn't be allowed to talk shit. There you go. As soon as you start talking shit, no face, no case. As soon as you start talking shit, you go to the fucking bedroom. That's the guy they locked up, Big U. Well, that's what I was talking about. 3 letters in the first name, 1 letter in the last name. No way. Really? Yes, all of them. Really? They're going to pull up No Jumpers episodes. They're going to pull up Vlad TV's episodes. They're going to pull up everything. So I think he be fine with me calling him Unc. No, I know he did. He did, though. He laughed you off. All right? Boom. Let's finish with this guy. And then we'll go to this Big U shit. I need to see what that's about. All right? Big U on the run. Really? Holy shit. God damn. All right. We about to get to it. Trump signed the fuck around and find out executive order.
Now you see now. You done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
I'm telling you to your face. You got me fucked up.
It turns out that was 15 years ago, so he must have been about 22 at the time. He just appeared to be a little boy, I guess, to her. But I can't speak for her.
Yes,
obviously.
yes. And were you home when the fire started?
Yes.
Okay.
I was up in my room and I heard trucks, and I look out the window and I see a fire truck, a regular utility fire truck in the front, and then a ladder truck behind it. And when I saw the ladder truck, I'm like, okay, that's getting serious now. And I came out, and my concern was this fire. I don't want it to, affect our home. And yeah, I watched it and I saw the flame out here. I did not take video or anything. Unfortunately, I cannot access that video from the one who did. But yeah, that was the window.
And this is really, the culmination of it all is kind of a shock to you, knowing that all this is going on.
It's like a horror movie in real life. I'm shocked to even know that there was a son at all. I never heard of him. I've never seen him.
Damn, you didn't see shit. He didn't see nothing. No. Don't worry, JP. You're going to get your song off today. And if this story that I'm about to look into got wings, that song is now more relevant, JP, today. That song is now more relevant. All right? Rest in peace, Nipsey. The mayor of Waterbury barred little girls for crack and did the... Oh, Jesus Christ. See, that motherfucker right there, he should go to that prison that upper echelon is opening with Trump and shit. That's where he should go. Sorry, please don't forget I got my hilarious Trump song to play. Don't worry.
Never knew there was a son.
Never knew there was a son. You wasn't paying attention. There was some emaciated slave out there doing shit. We're going to keep an eye on this story. I'm looking forward to this trial to see what this lady thinks she's going to say that's going to change something. And I hope that kid, I will say this. He has to be strong. He has to be resilient because he's still alive. So I'm hoping he can put that strength and that resilience into getting healthy and finding what real humanity is like and real life is like. All right, hit the like button if you have yet to do so. I appreciate y'all for getting me to 50. Honey's up in the chat. Salutes to all the new people. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the like button. Make sure you join our Discord. I'll drop the Discord invitation once again in the chat. And we're gonna see what it's like. Shout out to you. You're gonna do it. I get the point, and we'll talk about that another day. Right now, all I want to do is destroy that guy and send him to that prison and let somebody else destroy him slowly. There you go. All right, boom. Let's see what the hell is going on with the rolling 60s. Where you guys think I should look? What do you guys know? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. You get the RICO. They repo that vehicle. Takes money to run. All right. We got stories here. Let's get it. I was supposed to be getting out of here. We in this bitch. Hunting's up in the chat. All right. JP, go ahead. If you want to play that song, go ahead and play that song right now. JP gonna play a song. Some of y'all gonna be mad at. Oh, you know what, JP? I probably gave you the green light already. Hold on, let's get through this one, cause them motherfuckers will check out before we check in. So, hold on. Let's close out with that song. Boom. This is crazy. We got Yahoo. We got TMZ. Let's go TMZ. Vernon Himes, 100% sad story. Ain't that shit crazy, man? Poor dude, 32 years old. I mean, he's different. Motherfucker ain't, he not different. He's what he was raised to be. He don't know no other way. He don't know nothing else from 11. Most of us can't remember being 11. All right, Rolling 60s Crips, Big U charged in federal RICO case. Brick Baby, Loose Cannon, and others arrested. Y'all did that shit to yourselves. I am not gang. I do not gang bang. All right, y'all did it to yourselves. Hope no jumper made y'all all that good money to pay for these legal problems that you about to have right now. All right? Because people been warning y'all and people been telling y'all that Adam 22 wasn't going to be the one to go to jail when the shit hit the fan. It's going to be y'all, and look where y'all at. All right? Rico, Suave. No mommy.
No mommy's weak.
Shit's crazy. Hold on, I got to lower this shit a little bit. Wow. Matter of time type shit. Matter of time type shit. I gotta adjust the volume on all of these sound plugs, these sound drops. This shit is crazy. Big U on the run. I said it. I said, did they happen to arrest a guy that had 3 letters in his first name and 1 letter in his last? And he said, Big U. For those that don't know Big U, if you've ever seen the movie Friday, all right? If you've ever seen the movie Friday, the character Debo, played by Tom Tiny Lister, is based on Big U. Big U, notorious Rolling 60s Crip, known for his street fighting abilities. Known for his connections to Suge Knight and Whack 100 and the beef that him and Whack 100 ended up getting into. Also was once aligned and signed in a contract. Signed in a contract with Nipsey Hussle, right? And they had a supposed good relationship that some saw as a good relationship and others saw like an extortion, okay? And it got contentious to the point where Nip was outgrowing the hood as far as his superstardom. And there was problems where Nip wanted to have his own studio or this or that, and Big U wanted his equipment back, and turned into something where he wanted to violate Nip, and Nipsey's brother came out and said, my brother ain't going with you nowhere. Gunshot went off. Supposedly Big U was over there trying to beat up Black Sam, which is Nip's brother, trying to beat up Nip's father. But Nip went, got in the car, went. I guess he took his violation or whatever the fuck he did, and supposedly they made good again after that, and Nip was seen at an event for him, for his organization, his non-profit. Non-profit is just a word for stealing. People been trying to get me to do it for years in this city, and I know a bunch of motherfuckers that did it, right? I had a non-profit, and my non-profit was about saving kids from gun violence and gang wars, all right? All right, I did shows at Humboldt Park at the Humboldt Park Beach House, anti-gang shows, all right, where we would invite both sides of the park. For those that don't know, both sides of the park, that was the name of the whole thing, both sides of the park. Both sides of the park are in the business of destroying each other, all right? And my non-for-profit was on some bringing them together type shit. So he has a non-for-profit that Nip was at the gala for right shortly before he passed. But a lot of people, there's a lot of conspiracy, and a lot of people believe that Big U put the wheels in motion for Nipsey Hussle to be terminated. It's just what it is, you know? Same guy. It's the same guy, though. So you got to hide that one forever because that's an alt. Yeah, I know this guy's still crying. Is it time for you, Angel? I'm an actor, you stupid bitch. A union actor. My name's in credits, you fucking punk. You know what I mean? Here go the chat police. Pay the money. Tuck your shit, you broke bitch. JP don't want to hinder your voice. He just wants you to pay to play. So you get hidden now because we know that that's an alt. So this alt will never be seen here again. Gone. Banned. And use all that information you got to really find me. Just do it. Do it. Make it happen. All right? So yeah, Shy. No, you got the green light, JP. Who's Big U? I only know Monster Cody and Spider Loke. Big U. I just gave you the breakdown. So Shy was censored. Right now at this moment I can't deal with the. Let me see. TTS settings. Let me see what the media settings look like, and I'll take off the. Play ball, bitch. Run up. That's it. You keep talking soon. We don't believe you. You need more people. Pay the money, pussy. You can't even show face, ho. Oh, my brother got him the fuck out of there. Also hit him in the head. Headshot. He gone. He gone. Don't go. Motherfuckers be like, oh, your name. I know your name. Bitch, I'm an actor. My name is in the credits, ho. It say Sha'il too. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Oso. He cracked him in his fucking head. That one, make sure that one's hidden because, that one should never come back. Because that's an alt. Little crying, little whining bitch. We'll play ball soon. Play ball today. Right now. I told you that last time. You just a coward. You like playing internet games. I like playing with your mother's tits. So, we're different. Let's go. I spit on your mother's kids. How about that? Also took my kill on some egregious shit. It fucking popped up on some. All right. So now we're going to get into this shit. So that's Big U, right? So people believe that he had something to do with the unaliving of Nipsey Hussle, right? And there's been many back and forths about it on the internet. We've discussed it on this channel ourselves before. So that's a little background on that. He always denied it. He had a bunch of excuses why, this, that, the other. And let's get it. Eugene Henley Jr., a.k.a. Big U. Shy ain't hard to find. Also, please tell these motherfuckers, man. Shy ain't hard to find. But you got to go to the right spot. You go to the wrong spot, you're fucking up even worse. You know? But Shy ain't hard to find. Easy. It's easy. You don't have to dox me. You know what I'm saying? I doxed myself. I've been on public record and on Google for my whole life. Why? I'm a performer. I've been in the credits, bro. You know what I mean? So we'll play ball soon. Who even says that fucking weird dork shit? Nip was buying real estate in the city and opening LLCs, teaching his homies not to own your own business as well. Teaching his homie how to own your own business as well as building relationships with Mexican stuff. He was doing everything a diplomatic street dude should do except for staying his ass away from the block. He was doing it all, right? For those that don't know, he wanted to develop his hood. His hood was Crenshaw and Slauson. His gangbanging hood, rolling 60s. Crenshaw and Slauson is in that area. He wanted to develop that and build that. And those dreams, you know, they were unalived with him. All right, I'm taking off the... I don't have no profanity filters on here. I don't know. I don't see nothing. I don't know how they're... I don't have no media blacklist words or nothing. I don't know how they're... That's Trompito that did that to you, dog. Trompito's the one that blocked you. Big U and the feds didn't like that one bit. The feds don't want to see unity in the city of Los Angeles between black and brown. I bet you they don't. Shai Ben said exactly where he lives. Watch some lies. Perfecto 77 was on the same time. Like, come on, man. Right? Heaven ain't hard to find. Hell's even easier. Come and get it. Eugene Henley Jr., a.k.a. Big U, an ex-manager of Nipsey Hussle and high-ranking member of the Rolling 60s neighborhood Crips street gang, is now charged in a federal RICO complaint that includes allegations of unaliving, human trafficking, and extortion. Officials from the U.S. Attorney's Office in L.A. held a press conference Wednesday confirming 10 people have been arrested, including part-time rappers Brick Baby and Loose Cannon, who've been frequent guests on No Jumper to give feds everything that they want and all of the shit, all their information. And they're right there for it, all right? And you gave them a plethora of shit to talk about. Played yourself. It's going to take the pendejo a little while to create a new alt. Also, his fate was sealed. I wanted to see if someone will finally pay the $2 for some last words. They don't want to do it. They want to talk shit for free. Busted ass bitches. Fucking internet people, boy. I done seen too many real higgers fall that you bitch. Big U is listed in the docs as the Rolling 60s kingpin and is accused of unaliving an aspiring Las Vegas rapper in January 2021 in Las Vegas after the unnamed rapper allegedly recorded a diss track taking shots at Big U. What story is that? The feds claim Big U drove to North Las Vegas with another charged defendant, Sylvester Vay Robinson, fatally shot the aspiring rapper in the head, dragged the body off the Interstate 15 into the desert, and left the corpse in a ditch. All right, see? That's not what you bitches is built like, little whatever the fuck your name is. I thought Big U had a police phone. He definitely had a police phone. Remember, he was plugged. But everybody was a snitch but him, according to him. That's a lot of faces. There go Brick Baby. There go Loose. I don't see Adam 16 up here. See Big U right there. I don't know. Y'all tweet. Big U and Robinson allegedly then drove back to L.A. and told all witnesses not to speak with law enforcement about the slaying. The feds claim they also deleted surveillance footage of the slain rapper's time spent in the studio. So my thing is, y'all, it's an unnamed rapper. Who was a rapper that got smoked in Vegas that year? If it sounds like a scene from the movie Casino, the complaint characterizes Big U's enterprise as a mafia-like organization that used intimidation tactics. You might like it. Rashawn Williams. Did he have a rap name? We're going to look it up. Salutes. If it sounds like a scene from the movie Casino, the complaint characterizes Big U's enterprise as a mafia-like organization that used intimidation tactics to get over on local businesses. He was a strong armor. Protection money. There's also an allegation Big U took millions of dollars in grants, told you, from the city of LA and the vid relief intended to help the community, instead sunk it into his criminal enterprise. People been screaming that from the beginning. Look at this jerk off. This guy right here, if you've ever seen somebody that's a plant culture vulture motherfucker, is this Adam 22 motherfucker right here. Rayshawn the rapper, shot essentially link in the DMs whenever you want to play it. Salutes. Do you think Nip was the only person buying property in that community or the only business owner? Nip isn't the reason for that. What are you talking about? Nip isn't the reason for what? Nobody said he was the only person. We said he was trying to develop his hood. Nip isn't the reason for what? Oh, you talking to Mike? Let me see. Mike, Big U and the feds didn't like that one bit. The feds don't want to see unity in the city's angels between black and brown. Do you think Nip was the only person buying property in that community or the only business owner? No, nobody said that, Eddie. You coming in hot, Eddie. Acting U.S. Attorney Joseph McNally ripped Big U and his operation during the press conference, saying, the allegations in the complaint unsealed today reveal a criminal enterprise that engaged in termination, extortion, human trafficking, and fraud, all led by a supposed anti-gang activist and purported music entrepreneur who was nothing more than a violent street criminal. Big U previously spent 13 years in prison, and if convicted, he could face a statutory maximum sentence of life. He is not in custody and is currently labeled a fugitive. All right? Sounds like he better turn himself in. Salutes to Shannon catching all kind of lives and even doing replay games. Salutes to Shannon. Right? I didn't even see what you said right there, Eddie, so I can't even hold it against you. You got it out. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so, people. Sounds like the Rolling 60s is popped. RICO status. No, mommy's wait.
No, mommy's wait.
See if there's any videos. Let's see what Adam 36 got to say about this shit. What's 50 talking about? 50 got something to say about this shit? No, he got nothing really. He's still coming at King. Who's that? King Kong? 50 Cent, come get this fake 60-year-old kingpin out my DM before I crash out. I don't like this guy. That's that Canadian dude. Fuck that dude. That's how you get slapped up, son. You still be talking crazy.
Y'all love me? Call me little nigga.
We saw this clown.
Rat thought he could DM me and tap him. Yo, 50 Cent, come get this fake 6-year-old kingpin out of my fucking DMs, nigga. Nigga should have worked a regular job like my father, nigga. Big Meech, Big Screech. Yo, Lil Meech, call me little nigga.
This guy's a super dick rider. He's, I don't know, some kind of Drake something or other. I don't know who the fuck that guy is. Fuck that guy. I seen him do some goofy shit before. 50 said he need to borrow some money, but yeah, he ain't mentioned it yet. 50 ain't mentioned it yet. Y'all got to see the Goofy? I showed you the Goofy, right?
Rat thought he could DM me and tap in.
Shut your stupid ass up, man. Alright. Boom. Shit. 60s. Popped. Well, we got video here. Can I get a video? Let's get this video. I saw firsthand the influence that Nip was having on our community. The tensions in LA were dying out between black and brown. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sure there was other people developing. Nobody said it was just him. I don't know why Eddie mad. Why you mad, bro?
The massive raid took place in just the past 24 hours, and the charges range from racketeering to murder.
Eyewitness News reporter Rob Hayes is live in downtown LA. Joins us now with some of the details. Rob.
Yeah, it sounds like the Crips have been crimped. The FBI announcing.
He said it sounds like the Crips have been crimped.
Rob Hayes is live in downtown LA. Joins us now with some of the details. Rob.
Yeah, it sounds like the Crips have been crimped. The FBI announcing that they made a sweeping bust of the Rolling 60s Crips gang, but are still looking for its longtime leader. Now, here's some Air 7 video from earlier this morning showing some of the alleged gang members being processed in.
That's a what?
Gang, but are still looking for its longtime leader. Now, here's some Air 7 video from earlier this morning showing some of the alleged gang members being processed in tents at the FBI's Los Angeles office. Search warrants executed at 6 different locations today. Hundreds of agents and officers arresting 10 people. In all, 19 have been indicted. 4 were already in custody, so at least 5 more arrests are expected. But the search is on for the man they say has been heading up the local Crips gang for decades, Eugene Henley Jr. Investigators say he's been painting himself as an entertainment executive.
He is stupid. Whatever he painted, he should paint himself as fucking stupid. Because if you did, I know it's alleged, but if you did, here somebody was making a diss record about your dumb ass, that you got in a whip and you drove over there, smoked dude, and then you're a fucking goofy and you got what you had coming to. You've been dying to crash out since you got out of jail, if that's what you did. That's dumb as fuck.
Who's been giving back to the community with various charities. But they say in reality, he's a violent criminal, the leader of the Crips, with a long list of crimes on his resume.
The facts alleged in the complaint paint a very different picture. It is one of a murderer, a thief, a liar, and a cheat, and the criminals that enabled him. For example, Mr. Henley engaged in a murder of a musician signed to his label in 2021 and dumped the victim's body in Las Vegas off of the I-15 freeway.
Now here's one more look at Henley. Again, he's on the loose.
Brick Baby, you played yourself, dog.
If you know where he is, you are urged to call the FBI. Now, prosecutors say right now Henley is charged with racketeering conspiracy, which carries a 20-year prison sentence, but that other charges may follow. Reporting live in downtown LA, Rob Hayes, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
What's up? No Jumper ain't got nothing to say about it?
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like getting bait man.
Man, I need to land one of those spots, those Lemoyne spots, one of those State Farm guy spots. Maybe be a State Farm guy or something. Wow. Rolling 60s RICO. Well, we're going to keep our eye on that. Let's see if No Jumper's, crying for their friends right now that they helped put away. There you go. They on it. They're live about it. Let's go. Don't snipe them. Shout out Jose Amado on the check-in.
She fired, and she a super good journalist. And it came a point where, like, she was only there as a replacement at first, but then she's so good at her job where they kept her there.
Yeah, we not watching this. First of all, I only recognize 2 people in there. This is a revolving door of different dudes from the hood that they put in there to, you know, incriminate themselves accidentally. I'm straight. They don't sound like they talking about nothing. We shall see what the developments will be soon. All right, Shy, someone got foggy outside CIA headquarters. All kind of news breaking today. CIA headquarters where? We're going to keep an eye on this Rolling 60s RICO. Those edited videos will end up on the For Beginners channel because they have a hip-hop component to them. So that'll be over there. CIA headquarters news. Let's see. Man holding apparent hand hammer outside. All right, let's see if we can get a live stream of that. CIA headquarters. I mean, we're talking about we live in a country where they couldn't protect the Pentagon. So nothing surprises me. There's no live streams on it, though. Let me see. Is there? Nah, it feels like it's been done. 33 minutes ago, I'll take this one.
As we are following breaking news out of the D.C. area, I want to head back live to Fairfax County, Virginia. This is a live look right here, and you can see that the photographer now panning.
Shout out Mike Lopez. Maybe Wack 100 can speak up for Big U and get him in a release. Check it out. When I leaned forward, I was looking at the dude sitting down. I was like, boy, is that fucking Wack 100 right there? Hit the like button, y'all. Nah, I don't think that's happening. Him and Wack better just keep his hands clean and out of the fucking way, boy, because RICO is on the rampage.
In D.C. area, I want to head as we are following breaking news out of the D.C. area. I want to head back live to Fairfax County, Virginia. This is a live look right here, and you can see that the photographer now panning in on a drone right outside this scene right here. This is a live look near a large police presence near the CIA headquarters. Right now, the photographer panning in on that drone right here. But take a look at this. This is just 2 blocks away from the CIA headquarters in Fairfax County, Virginia. You can see just how many police officers and vehicles are stationed there right now. A very large police presence, currently just 2 blocks away from CIA headquarters in McLean, Virginia.
So this
is the very latest. As you can see, there does appear to be a SWAT team alongside county officials as they gear up along with other officials. A bomb squad, according to Fox 5 DC, also appears to be on the scene, although it is unconfirmed if there is a bomb in the area. There are reports also of a man outside the CIA building. This, of course, has raised concerns, and you're taking a live look at an armored vehicle, one of the tanks right there, used in SWAT situations for, of course, security purposes. Lights flashing as it is gearing to drive down this road. This is a live look from about 2 blocks away from the CIA headquarters, a 2-block perimeter right here. And of course, traffic shut down in this area. We also wanted to share this alert from Fairfax County Police right here, as they have issued a traffic alert indicating that traffic has been shut down on Dolly Madison Boulevard in both directions between Georgetown Park and Seville Lane in McLean for a barricade incident. That is what police in Fairfax County are calling this, a barricade incident at the CIA headquarters. The Post also goes on to say that the Police Special Operations Division is on scene assisting. It also says, please follow police destruction. So another live look here at the scene 2 blocks away. This is a live look from 2 blocks away as SWAT team members and police have established a perimeter around the CIA headquarters. We do know that Fox 5 DC is on the scene gathering details of this breaking news. Little information at this moment. We know that police are on scene along with a SWAT team. And according to Fox 5 DC, the bomb squad has also been called in, although it is still unconfirmed whether there is a bomb in the area. There are also reports, according to Fox 5 DC, of a man outside the CIA building. We are continuing to follow this breaking news as the photographer.
Bro, she been talking for 3.5 minutes. She ain't say much of shit. All right, barricade, a guy out there with a hammer, but nothing for sure. But it's a lot of people out there. Bomb squad there. Got somebody that's fed up. Somebody wants the truth to be told. Now, maybe, for all we know, there's a truth teller over there trying to get the truth told. We'll see this part of it, but we'll never get that truth.
Hands in on this very large police presence here in Fairfax County, Virginia. You can see the command posts right there as the photographer zooms in on that. We have seen armored vehicles and tanks, SWAT team members arriving there on scene with lights flashing as the photographer pans in on some of the first responders and law enforcement officers standing by at attention. This is a live look from 2 blocks away from the actual scene itself. So the police have established that 2-block perimeter around the CIA headquarters as there is what Fairfax County Police are calling a, quote, barricade incident. What that means.
Come on, y'all CIA, man. Y'all are about information. Y'all was supposed to know about this shit before it happened. Fuck wrong with y'all. Right? I ain't calling nobody, especially the feds. I could be Jake from State Farm. Nah, I don't want to take his job. Salute to that dude. He got a job. Let me be, I don't know, I'll be the Pringles guy. Let me be the Oreo guy. Right? I like Oreos. I'll be the Oreo guy, man. Shout out Vicente on the check-in. Salute to you, sir. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Right.
Remains unclear. There are reports that there is the bomb squad there on scene. Unclear as to whether there is a bomb, whether this is a precautionary measure, and there are also reports of a man outside the building itself. We are awaiting new details, new information as this is breaking news. We are going to be reporting all details as they come in from verified sources, but did want to share this live look with you as this is breaking news out of Fairfax County, Virginia. CIA headquarters being cordoned off right there, a 2-block perimeter.
That was 30 minutes ago that they dropped that, so ain't really shit popping over there. All right, man. Here's the Apex. JP wants me to play this song. Let's see. We got that one. We did that one yesterday. See our headquarters. What we got here? Here we go. All right, I'm gonna play JP's request. Thank you for the content, JP, because I'm gonna check some of this stuff out. I haven't seen none of these until now.